And that's why you always remember to keep your snow tires in the trunk. Oh, we're live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Combat Culture's live coverage of UFC 265. Good evening, good evening, good evening. I am Matt Ryan, joined as always by the lovely, the talented, the bespoke Brendan Sokler.
Hey, gang. Oh, man, am I excited for a bunch of fights that I didn't know I was going to care about till tonight.
Oh, it's going to be a good one. It's going to be one of those violent evenings. And
truly.
And in the chat, making sure you guys are having fun and making sure you're not being jerks. It's the one and only Stephanie Sotilli. Hi, Steph.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. All of the fat baby meandering around, but also the other part of this team all the way on the other side in another nation. He is the lovely, the talented Shakiel Mahjouri. Shaq, how's it going over in the Great White North?
Well, I remember to turn my mic on this time.
Good job.
That's so fantastic. Nice sunny life out here. Wildfires ablazing, smoke inhaling. But I'm alive. I'm here. I don't have asthma, so we're good.
Yeah, it's not at all what we were doing before the broadcast. And how can you be a part of the broadcast? You can leave a comment. We will be reading comments all night long, making sure your voice is heard live and in living color right here on Combat Culture. And we're not just on the Combat Culture YouTube channel. We are live across the Combat Culture Network. We are on Twitch. We are on Facebook. We are on Twitter. And we are in your face and in your ear. Shout out to Luke Renna in the Facebook chat. We've got Hal Reisman a little confused. Hal, don't be confused. You're sitting along with us watching the fights. Bobby Green and Fiziev going at it right now. Early going of the second round. Lewis Renna with an interesting, we're going to have to cross-reference this with DraftKings, but right now, Lewis wins plus 280.
You know, it's funny, Matt. I think I'm rooting, my heart roots for Derrick Lewis. But also,
it has to.
He seems like a wonderful man. Mm-hmm. But also, I have a bold prediction for the night. I think he takes it in the third after getting his ass beat.
That'll be it. I'm not saying that's not happening.
This is my call. I'm calling it fucking now. So, them apples. How about it?
I'm gonna give I gave my official prediction on the SBR show the other day. Olive, I know, honey, you want to give your prediction too. But we can't have all our predictions at once.
Derrick Lewis.
Yes, I think, you know what? She might be rooting for Derrick Lewis, but that's not the only fight on this card. Let's run through the card really quick.
Yes.
For tonight, starting things off at 10 o'clock Eastern is Song Yadong, 26-5-1 with one no contest going up against Casey Kenney. Song Yadong, fun fact, Brendan, is Steph's favorite UFC fighter.
No shit.
Yeah.
Well, how about that?
Because of talent, not because of any name funniness.
Not in the least bit. But that will be in the bantamweight division. Then following that up, a women's strawweight showdown between Tecia Torres and Angela Hill. This one's a really hard one for me, guys. Yeah. I don't know who to pick walking in this one. It's like the main event. I have a heart pick and a head pick, and I'm leaning more with my heart pick right now.
Which is which?
Angela Hill.
Okay.
I really like Angela Hill. As a fighter, as a personality, someone who I think could be a win here, can set her back on the path towards a title shot.
Yeah. I mean, these are two women that need a win, which is, it's an expression. They always do need a win.
Well, per Dana White, they only get paid if they win.
Oh, yes.
Good job, Dana.
It's fine. He pays his fighters.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's next, Matt?
We've got welterweight Michael Chiesa versus Vicente Luque in the match that I'm looking forward to most commentating tonight because I get to say those names.
Yeah, no, it's going to be a fun one. It is two of the most exciting fighters in the welterweight division. I am really jazzed about this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Shaq? How are you feeling about Luque and Chiesa?
Listen, now, I like both of them as people. Michael Chiesa, if I'm being candid, does not have the most exciting style for me as a consumer. Vicente Luque, on the other hand, boy, that guy comes to throw down on the feet, on the ground. It's nothing but fight of the night, knockout of the night, submission of the night, if we're going with the old system here. For my own pleasure as a fan, I'm rooting for Vicente Luque just because I think any fight that he's in is going to be absolutely insane. Plus, him and Kamaru Usman, former training partners, they've got history too, much like Gilbert Burns and Kamaru Usman did. So that's who I'm rooting for as a fan. but whoever's most deserving of it's going to win. But it's either going to be fantastic. It's either going to be a Vicente Luque fight or a Michael Chiesa fight, and I think everyone's hoping it's the former.
Yeah,
I think this is going to be the sneaky pick for fight of the night.
Sleeper.
I don't know if it's a sleeper on this card because this card took a hit a couple weeks ago when Amanda Nunes tested positive for COVID-19. It's really one of those things where we had a 2-fight card.
Yeah,
and then
became a 1-fight card.
Yeah, and
at first glance,
yes.
I mean, as we're going through this,
if you're a diehard MMA fan, you should be listening in tonight. You should be watching along with us because this is a card full of guys like Vicente Luque, Michael Chiesa, some big vets in there, Angela Hill, Tisha Torres, a lot of names that hardcore MMA fans, not consistent viewers of the UFC, are going to want to watch and they're big fans of. So these are fights between, this is good matchmaking here from the UFC. But when you take a look at the co-main event, this is another head scratcher. Like if you're looking at to put some money down on tonight's fights, you are going to have to be a very wise human being.
Luck.
Yeah, good on you. Good on you. We've in our co-main event, the bantamweight division, it's Jose Aldo against Pedro Munoz. And for Aldo trying to build up a winning streak, he broke a 3-fight losing streak against Marlon Vieira back in December. And then he got Munoz coming off a win over Jimmy Rivera. Obviously, Jose Aldo is Jose by God Aldo.
Yes.
But then you have Munoz, who had a 2-fight losing streak to Frankie Edgar and Aljamain Sterling, but has been 4-2 in his last 6 with a knockout of Cody Garbrandt back at UFC 235.
But what does a knockout of Cody Garbrandt mean in this day and age?
That's a fair question.
Yeah.
That is a fair question. It's $395, by the way.
Oh, okay.
But it's Aldo, a guy who's been in a ton of title fights. He's been in 4 title fights in his last 9 fights. He's been in 4 title fights, but he's been 1-3 in that span.
Well, I mean, he's been fighting top level competition, like the tip top, because he was that, and to a certain degree, might still be that. But I'm also going to talk about a factor that I think is important to talk about tonight, which I will call the Hulkamania factor. We have an audience tonight.
Yes, we
after months.
Well, the last couple of pay-per-views we've had audiences, but
for a lot of these fighters, it has been a good fucking while since they've had that. And in high pressure situations where you are feeling that energy from the audience, Jose Aldo has that in spades. I cannot say the same about Pedro Munoz.
And Hal Reisman saying the price of a pay-per-view tonight, a little too much, but he'd like to watch along with us.
Thank you. Luke Renna saying, we're cool.
Thank you.
Thanks,
appreciate it. Be sure to follow us across social media. I'm at M. Ryan Consulting. Brendan is at Brendan Sokler. Steph is at Steph Sotilli, or on TikTok if you're one of the TikTokers, God's Unwanted Daughter. And Shaq, you can. Well, I always screw up your Twitter handle, Shaq. I can't see it on my monitor. What's your handle again?
At Shaq_Fu.
That's what it.
Okay, got it right here for everyone. I'm pointing.
That's at Shaq_Fu on the Twitter machine, and I believe the Instagrams, but not the Tinder. Not the Tinder.
Fun fact, I've never had a Tinder, and that's not out of some snobby I'm too good for it. I've just been in a relationship.
Like
I've been dating. No, it's just I've been dating the same girl since Tinder popped up. So I just in fact, in some ways I'm jealous. I want to experience the mundane heartbreak.
Steph, do you if that's not a highlight, I don't know what is. But we.
So the real co-main is Shaq's girlfriend versus him when she hears that.
She knows.
But we do have a subscriber goal for everybody here tonight.
What are we trying to hit?
We are 138 subscribers away from 131,000. If you're watching us right now on YouTube, on the Combat Culture YouTube channel, and you haven't subscribed yet, is it something we've done? Is it something we said we put out a cheese plate? There's charcuterie for you people, and you won't click the subscribe button?
Come be our charcuterie pies. Do it. Come be like Ryan Hall in every fight except this last one, and just give us a sub.
But be sure to subscribe, ring the bell, all that razzmatazz. Fiziev has landed 15 significant strikes in this round to 23 from Bobby Green.
Bobby Green looking good.
Yeah, it is shifted here in the third round of the final prelim. We will get started with the opening contest of UFC 265 in a mere matter of moments. We are all right. So let's play the over/under game now.
All right.
So we on this show, we tend to go and figure out what time the first fight will enter the Octagon.
We'll enter the Octagon.
And right now it is
Octagon?
9. Yes.
The Octagon.
The Octagon.
Words have lost all meaning.
We have the pay-per-view starting at the top of the hour.
Yes.
Now we play Price is Right rules.
Yes.
Closer to the hole gets the win. So right now I'm the defending champion.
Yes.
So I get to pick last. Brendan, you go first.
Okay. I am going to go.
Start keeping track of these from like
Hmm.
episode
Oh,
to
yeah.
episode.
Yeah.
I'm going 10-16.
10-16. All right.
Yeah.
Steph, what about you?
I always lose these. 10-22.
10-22 is Steph's suggestion. Shaq, what's yours?
I have a good feeling for punctuality tonight. I'm gonna go 9:18.
All right. Well, he's going 9:18, which is
different
10-18.
time zone. So
Yeah.
yes.
And I'm predicting.
Oh wait. Sorry. I was saying how many minutes. Okay, wait. So 10:09. 10:09.
10:09.
Ooh.
I'm going 10-17.
Oh
Okay.
Jesus.
Fucker.
And
But
for no other.
Isn't Price is Right rules closest without going over?
Yes,
So hasn't
it's
closest,
Matt shot
yeah.
himself in the foot if it's anything under 17?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
These are very predictable situations.
Oh,
so.
yeah.
I got a good feeling.
Yeah.
But let us know in the chat what you're thinking, what time you think the pay-per-view is going to get started tonight. And we have some fun stuff. We've got a new sponsor we'll talk about a little bit later, but
It's exciting.
we'll show it off. Enhanced CBD, and you can go into the description right now and save 10% on your purchase by using the code COMBAT.
Now, if you work out like a fiend, like we all clearly do, it is something where you want to recover well. And this, from what I understand, is one of the best ways to recover.
Certainly, if you're training in mixed martial arts or
It's
any,
designed for it.
it's designed for athletes, specifically those who train in jiu-jitsu or have MMA training. It's the best thing for you. That shout out to our friends over at Enhanced, dropping off some samples and being a sponsor for us here tonight. We'll tell you more about them later,
Yes.
right before the co-main event. We'll show you some of the products, and I will even take some on the air.
I think I might as well.
Ooh.
It's very exciting. That's my Bobby Green shimmy. I don't know.
So speaking of Bobby Green, I want to give a shout out to E. Spencer Kite on Twitter. He put out after the second round, he had a 2018 for Fiziev. And he put out a tweet saying we're 5 minutes away from Bobby Green looking confused by a decision.
Oh no!
I've never seen Bobby Green accept a split decision loss in his career.
No. What?
Oh,
Why would you?
He's screaming. He's so confident that he won that fight.
Yeah. He's just the guy on the third part of the podium, biting the metal, popping the champ. This is a hat.
Oh, that is a very nice hat. Hal Reisman on YouTube saying 10-10.
10-10.
So 10-10 is Hal Reisman's prediction.
10-10 for the bowl.
In 22 minutes, we'll bring you a fight. Take a look at these significant strikes really quick. Fiziev was leading in every round up until the third, where he got significant strike 74-35.
Fiziev sounds like a Russian soda pop.
It does.
Feel like a Fiziev?
Very much like Fiziev. We're fucking waxanorific tonight.
Yeah, this is going to be a weird one.
Tell your friends, follow us on Twitter, share it tonight. On Twitter, share the link. We got Mohammed Hassan saying 10:45. Shout out to you, Mohammed, for watching us here tonight. But 10:45 is his prediction.
Heck of a fight, gang. I mean, if you have missed the prelims, you've missed knockouts, lots of them. You've missed some really good fights. We watched some of them even.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
And Fiziev wins, and Bobby Green walks off like he has just lost his entire life savings. Thick BJ Penn in the crowd tonight.
Oh, is he looking to fight a light heavyweight again? That's not fat shaming, it's BJ Penn shaming. I don't like the man. I use man loosely.
I think many people like BJ Penn.
It seems like he's a bad person. Spicy take. He's gonna come in and take my arm.
Yeah, he's gonna pinata your soul in like 5 minutes.
Someone is asking, why don't you take the CBD now?
Well, we will wait to take the CBD.
Yeah.
Because it's early in the broadcast.
Good things come to those who wait.
Exactly. Good things come to those who wait.
Yeah.
And we will take that a little bit later in the show, and we'll tell you how to get some enhanced. But for more information, go look in the link in the description.
Yeah. Also, to be clear, you don't have to do jujitsu to enjoy it.
No, not at all.
No.
And now Rafael Fiziev is now in the longest active win streaks in the lightweight division, in fourth place with 4.
In my home, you'll fight bear for training.
Yeah.
I don't know what he sounds like.
The Habib school of wrestling.
Yes.
The symbol only done with bear. Bear make you go to the temple.
Play Now said it might get you wasted. No, it's not that. It's just marketing reasons.
Marketing reason. There's an order of operations. Is there going to be? Are we putting the main event at the
Also,
front of the fucking
Play
pay-per-view?
Now. Is this the first time you're watching this show? Getting wasted is not a concern of mine.
It's what we do.
I have the Gordon Soley gene.
I have just a lot of alcohol in my system at most times.
Emotional problems?
Yeah.
It keeps us healthy and sexy. Here we go. Start of the pay-per-view.
And young Luca saying in the chat, these dudes are legendary. Thank you, young Luca.
Thanks,
You
Luca.
can be legendary as well by hitting that subscribe button and watching the show with us here tonight. Be sure if you guys like the commentary for the UFC and you bought the pay-per-view, you can listen to that later. You can watch the pay-per-view back. It's yours now. You technically own that piece of the digital sky.
Forever.
Or until ESPN goes out of business.
And ever.
Yeah, they are owned by Disney, so they won't go out of business.
That is.
But when it comes to watching it live, I think we give the best reactions.
I think so too. You know, I rewatched the McGregor clip of us just watching the horror of the leg break off for my face. Here's to hoping, knock on glass, that I don't watch any bones split today.
Yeah.
Who's to say it made for a fun reaction video? But also, please no.
No.
That was rough.
Kevin McCutcheon on Facebook saying, show the fight.
I'll fight with you.
Yeah.
That's the fight,
Yeah,
mister.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
How about that? How about you go piss up a pinata?
Yeah. What?
I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, go.
But I thought that was threatening but funny enough to where it wasn't coming off as mean.
Yeah, go have a questionable fart. Yeah. Anyway, we're in the hype video portion of this.
We are at the Ron Perlman version of this is the reason why I know they're going to start late. Because that last fight dipped into the opening of the pay-per-view. I had the main card on, and it dipped into the beginning of the pay-per-view. So I'm
looking straight towards the camera because right doesn't look good on you, Matt. I really don't want it.
Purposeful Porpoise, that's going to be fun to say later in the night,
Purposeful Porpoise
is saying Derrick Lewis is going to snap both his legs.
No! I don't want that. But, if it gives our King Derrick Lewis a win, I'm good with it. I'm very excited for I came into today, Matt.
Yes.
Not overly excited for this card, as we've discussed.
Because you're a bad person.
Because I'm a bad person. And because I was hungover, as Steph wants to point out. And, it was something where we had a 2-fight card, as we talked about, go down to a 1-fight card. But then we just went to the list. And now I'm very excited for
it's going to be fun.
These. Yeah.
We get to watch Jose Aldo try to murder a man on live TV.
Yeah.
Jose Aldo is one of the closest things I think we have to Hoist Gracie.
Yeah.
Just because he looks like he could be a Gracie. In best way possible. That demeanor, that stare, that just glare.
Yeah.
Is very, very Gracie.
The intensity of Jose Aldo is not to be trifled with.
Yes.
Nor is his highlight reel. He is a bad man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure I would outweigh him by 50 pounds. I don't want to get in a fight.
I think I got a buck on him, to be honest.
I don't even want to get in a tickle fight with Jose Aldo. But
he is known for his skills at tickle fighting.
Yeah, this is true. I believe there was a documentary about it.
Yes, there was. the cat's meow in the chat saying the dynamic duo with
Hey!
Hello.
Hi, friend. This is going to be a good one. All right. So kicking off the pay-per-view tonight. Let's talk about this opening fight.
Let's. They do a wide shot of the roof. They're doing a zip line of the Toyota Center in Houston.
Shawn Michaels operating the camera. WrestleMania 12 chaps and all. Did Fiziev win?
Fiziev did win.
Yeah.
He won by decision.
Yeah. It was very impressive considering how much shimmying Bobby Green was doing.
Bobby Green was very happy, and then he realized, oh no, it was the sorrow and the pity all at once.
Oh no, this is based on all the rounds, not just this one.
It is not open scoring. We all lost.
Oh.
Kevin McCutcheon saying y'all gay AF.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah.
That's supposed to hurt our feelings.
That's okay.
That's okay.
Who do you think has the best shimmy in mixed martial arts? Shaq, I want your opinion on this too.
Joe Rogan.
Steph says Joe Rogan.
Let's see.
Best
Shaq, who you got? Best shimmy in mixed martial arts.
Wow, you're putting me on the spot here. I was definitely just
I know.
here for fun. Who gyrates real good? Something sticking out of my mind. I feel like
Someone get
Tai
that.
Tuivasa might have a good shimmy.
Someone.
I feel like
Tai Tuivasa is a good one.
Shimmy.
Yeah.
And he's also
Tai
got
Tuivasa.
something to shimmy, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
Bobby Green's is really good. Brock Lesnar's when he wins.
Yeah. I'm gonna go classic flavor in Anderson Silva.
Nice. That's a good one.
Oh.
Justin Winsby, you guys are great. Here for my 20th pay-per-view.
Well, shit.
Justin wins a long time. Henry Vega watching us from California, some Canada love from California, or is he in Calgary? Because when he sees CAA. Yeah.
I just went CAA. That is what we were talking about earlier. Different thing. But yeah. Highlights of Derrick Lewis. Lewis wrecking people. Do you have a favorite Derrick Lewis knockout?
It's got to be the walk-off against Volkov.
Yeah.
That's just the best.
It is a thing of beauty.
I'll have to Google real quick, see if I missed any good ones. But yeah, the Alexander Volkov one is the one that obviously stands out. I will say that uppercut against Curtis Blades was beautiful because it was like
gorgeous.
It shut him off on impact, but you weren't really sure what happened for a split second until you just see Curtis topple over like a Jenga tower.
Yeah. It was Curtis and Frankie Edgar doing the. I nearly worked myself into a shoot there.
Yeah.
That was terrifying.
You're not the one who has to pay rent on this studio. So.
That's fair. Gonna take all the back bumps, baby. Let's do it.
10:09. So
I'm feeling uncomfortable with my pick.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Shaq is out.
I'm out.
I'm loving this video of the standoff where Derrick Lewis is just like, I will walk through you. You will leave the stage, sir.
I swear to God, one of the journalists had a blink. What the fuck? The old video recorder that you used to carry around.
Oh yeah,
I forget the name of it.
I don't know.
What? A camcorder?
No, not a camcorder. It was like like the first portable video recorder.
A Talk Boy?
No, not a Talk Boy.
That's a Home Alone reference. You're welcome.
Like a Zoom?
Zoom. No, not a Zoom.
What? An iPod?
A razor.
No, it was
a samurai sword. Are we just naming sharp things now?
All right. Someone in the chat. No. Fuck all of you. Henan Barao has the best shimmy from Play Now.
I like that.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. Lordy, me, oh my. And video of Aldo's vicious fucking knee.
And now just highlights of Munoz pummeling people to death.
Yeah, I'm really excited for this one.
Yeah, this one's gonna be a great fight.
Yeah. Jose Aldo doing his own little shimmy. Goodness. So talk to me about the fight that we lost. We thinking it's going to be rescheduled? What's going on?
Yeah, I think Amanda Nunes is going to pick that fight up as soon as she's healthy again. They're not going to skip over, her opponent. That's just going to be a very that would be such a very UFC thing to do.
Yeah,
But
Dan Henderson would like a word. It's fine. These things happen. It's not fine. It's really unfortunate that someone came down with COVID-19.
Yeah.
And it does beg the question, with COVID being such an elusive thing, how long do you think it is before we actually do see this fight?
Maybe December. I think December, as you get deeper into the year, and you can see Amanda Nunes recovering and at a place where she can go at it. This might lead to an interim fight.
Yep.
The way they're handing those titles out right now.
Yeah, it can be.
I think Pena being put into that situation would make the most sense.
I think it's smart, which I don't ever say about interim fights. I have very strong positions about not liking them. Why? But in a case where you have had fighters contract COVID, and they've been off the shelf longer and longer than they expect, sometimes even catching it twice. It's chaotic, and this is the world that we live in, and we wish her all the best.
Yeah.
We're getting a little bit of backstage preview presently, a little bit of jabby jabs at the camera. It makes me wonder what the camera guy did.
You don't want to know.
Yeah. But yeah. Okay, Matt, chat me up. This first fight, what are we thinking? How are we feeling? We feeling groovy?
Let's take a look at this. Justin Winsby, to answer your question, Amanda Nunes tested positive for COVID-19, so she was pulled from the fight.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think Nina and their child also.
Oh wow! All three of them
I'll
got it.
Double check, but I think all three of them got it. Unfortunately,
they're going over the rules of the Octagon. Is 10-12. My thing's looking better and better right now.
My thing looking better and better up until a point.
Yeah.
You buddy fucked me.
I'm
your buddy.
Yeah, you did.
Fucked me.
Yes, I did. Song Yadong coming off a unanimous decision, lost to Kyler Phillips back at UFC 259. His first loss in 10 fights. He was 9-1-1 in that run. His biggest UFC win yet was his last win over Marlon Vera in May of 2020.
Yes.
He was last knocked out in 2016. It is 10-13. And Brendan, you might have won the poll.
Yes. This doesn't happen. Ha ha.
Is it until it starts or until they come out?
Until they walk out.
Oh.
Both of them, per DraftKings, they're both -110 right now.
So
you're getting even odds. You're getting even odds right now on Song Yadong and Casey Kenney.
What's even odds? That's like giant shrimp. There's a term for that. It's like. It's not malapropism.
No.
Let us know in the chat if you know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah. You got 1 minute left until they walk to the cage, because if it's video package. God. Yes.
Damn it.
Yes.
I celebrated too early.
My esophagus, motherfucker.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Not all at once.
Oh, okay.
But back to Song Yadong. He's knocked out 6. Submitted 3, 7 by decision. He has had 1 no contest and 1 DQ loss for kicks to the groin. So we're going to see a dick kick tonight.
Wait.
The dick twist.
Someone hit Mr. Yadong in the penis?
Yes.
Okay.
No, he hit them in the penis.
Oh. You know what he did? He kicked him in the penis.
Yes, he did. Shout out to Alan Epstein. Regards to the dog, haven't heard him yet. Well, it's a her. But she's around. She's
around. She's letting her 2 cents be known.
Virginia Valley is saying the word you're looking for is oxymoron.
That's the one.
There we go.
Jesus. Yeah. Good. Thank you. I appreciate it. My brain, it's porridge. It's gonna leak out my fucking ear at some point. I'm excited for this one. I mean, like the odds throughout the night.
Yeah.
Pretty fucking close.
Yeah. The live odds, and you can get those odds from DraftKings. You're Dakota Habud saying, so it should be interesting. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting fight. There's not an uninteresting fight on this card.
No.
It just lacks that star power.
Yeah.
Jinx, you owe me a Coke. Stephen Kelleher saying Oxycontin. No, that's something else.
Yeah.
And there's Olive.
Olive disagrees with you, Stephen.
She does not approve of your truckies.
Yeah, shenanigans. We are here for high levels of alcohol, not opiates.
No.
Shenanigans.
Yes.
And here they come out to the cage.
It is 10:15, so closest to the hole without going over.
Hurry
it's
the
your
fuck
boy. Oh, baby girl, Matt Ryan wins again.
It hurts me. I don't like this on you. But
Your body. JPH 2929 saying Bobby Green for president.
it's not that year. Lobby later. I mean, he might have to run for president because I don't know if he's going to be keeping his job after that.
That's fair. That's fair.
I mean,
Casey Kenney looking like he is from Portland, Indiana, because he is from Portland, Indiana, coming off a split decision loss to Dominic Cruz. Back at UFC 259, he has 5 first-round finishes, 5 wins by submission. He is a BJJ and judo black belt.
Okay.
But he's got wins over Ray Borg. He's 3-2 in his last 5, but all but one fight going to the scorecards. The only outlier in that run was a guillotine to Louis Smolka back in May of 2020.
I mean, it's an impressive thing. We call it the carding when you beat Ray Borg. That's for a special degree of nerd out there. But entering the Octagon is Casey Kenney, and I'm feeling good about this one. I think it's going to be pretty nice.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun time. Alan Epstein shouting out Indiana. Quick round the horn.
Yeah, Indiana!
Your pick for this fight.
My pick for this fight, I got Yadong.
All right, he's got Song Yadong. Shaq, what do you got?
I will strictly go off bias and say Casey Kenney because I interviewed him before this fight. Go check it out on MMA Mania.
Have you ever picked the other guy and then you get a message being like, Shaq, what the fuck?
So, fun fact, and now I didn't tell him this, but it's because I'm pretty sure we were doing one of these streams or I was doing a stream, and so I wasn't really paying attention, but I am the sole person on MMA Decisions, the sole media member to score that Dominic Cruz fight, 29-28 Casey Kenney. So he was thrilled to learn about that. But to be honest, it probably wasn't 29-28 Kenney, and I just wasn't paying attention. So
Brett Brooks saying, always pick the guy with the androgynous first name. It's an interesting take.
Spicy take.
How you bet is how you bet. Steph, who you picking?
Dong all the way.
All right, so 2 for Dong, 1 for Kenney. I'm gonna say the real winners of this fight
are the fans.
Exactly.
Yeah, a lot of good fights tonight. Shout out Sean Shelby, I guess. Yadong cornered by Uriah Faber, it appears.
Yes, he's a member of Team Alpha Male.
Now, did you know that members of Team Alpha Male sleep in the crevice of his chin?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
6 first-round finishes for Yadong, 6 wins by knockout, 3 by submission. He has an 8-1-1 record in his last 10 fights, which we spoke about before when he was making his way out to the Octagon.
And more importantly than even those stats, Matt, fantastic cheekbones.
Oh, fantastic cheekbones. Man's got a jaw you can cut glass with. Chase Me 01, unimpressed by Dong.
This is going to be happening the whole time. Well, let's hope that this is a banger and Yadong doesn't come up short.
We've got our first. Go ahead, Jack. What do you got for us?
Hi. While we're all leading into these terrible jokes, I just wanted to point out here on Fight Metric that Yadong is indeed fighting with a 1-inch reach disadvantage. Yeah,
he's got 68 inches. Kenney with 68. Yadong with 67. Yadong at a 135.5. Kenney at 136. And the youth
smaller all around, basically, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, Dong is smaller all around. Yes,
but sometimes those inches really do make a difference.
C4 San Diego saying, you go to alpha male to become an alpha male or because you are an alpha male? Yes.
You actually go in and you scream alpha male.
There was a man on the screen just now with a cheese fedora on.
Yeah.
That's and dressing from the Walter Mercado collection tonight is our ring announcer.
He looks like a Vegas casino rug, our dear Bruce Buffer. Which, great. I love it. Cheese fedora. I'm still stuck on that as a phrase. It's what you say when you're taking a picture at a swing convention. Where the fuck are we today?
Song Yadong being introduced right now. It's a -110 still, a pick'em for both fighters. So this one gonna be hard to pick.
You know what? I just hope they both have a good time.
Yeah, let's have a fun.
Let's have fun. Oh my.
Having fun with you, Dom.
One could say that joke was low hanging stuff.
Oh, and Dan Mergliata, with an equally fun name, is our referee.
I had that for dinner the other night.
Really?
Yeah, just a big old plate of mergliata. It was good. A lot of carbs.
Kelleher picking Yadong by KO. All right, kids, time to lock in. Casey Kenney and Song Yadong are in the cage, and here we go. Round number 1. Both men meeting each other in the center of the octagon. Kenney feigning a leg kick, almost feigned a takedown, and then we got a straight right to the head of Song Yadong. Leg kick missed there by Kenney, standing in the center of the octagon. Both men pantsing back and forth, trying to find a way to get the advantage early on in this fight.
I mean, you see both of them throwing a decent amount of kicks right now, really trying to get a sense of range with their legs and also, to score a powerful fucking strike. But it is interesting to see them leading that heavy with the legs at the beginning of this.
Yeah, especially when these guys are known to go the distance. When you take a look at Song Yadong, he's been in 8 decision fights. He is 7-1 by decision. A head kick blocked by Yadong, followed up with a left hook that kind of caught the side of Casey Kenney. 4:10 left to go in round number 1. Yadong looking for pressure. Head kick missed again, but a really solid shot. Vanderjacking out here on the field.
High volume from both gentlemen, but not anything really connecting. We're not seeing any significant strikes quite landing yet, Matt, as they're still looking to find that range.
Yeah, and that's reach advantage. We were joking about it before, but it is very serious. And Kenney trying to press Yadong up against the cage, and Yadong finding a way out of it.
Elusive has Yadong and Kenney this entire time. I mean, their footwork is fantastic.
Yadong caught the leg of Kenney and got a couple of shots in before Kenney was able to pull it out of there. The Indiana native looking for an opportunity here to take this fight to the ground, and then throws a left. And a quick combination by Song Yadong.
Song Yadong looking very crisp in catching that kick, pulling a little bit of an Anderson Silva in that moment, and throwing with a left and a right is Yadong.
Fight in the bantamweight division, 3:11 left to go in the round, and amber is the color of Casey Kenney's energy as he is trying to find a way to get this fight to the ground. Yadong still pressing forward, and Kenney wanting a fight, wanting a war, gets tagged and with a little bit of that punt kick missing on the shot there.
Casey Kenney taunting Yadong only to get slapped a little bit with the kick and a couple of significant strikes. You have Yadong pressing his advantage. Kick to the leg, big right by Yadong.
Kenney keeps going for that takedown, not finding anything, and that's going to set up for a devastating shot from Yadong as Kenney goes for a quick strike but gives up the center of the octagon. Yadong gets tagged really quick, trying to keep persistent energy here with 2:25 left to go in round number 1 of 3 in the UFC bantamweight division.
This has been a back and forth fight. I don't know who I have winning this right now, Matt. Who you got?
I think Yadong has been the more aggressive fighter, keeps stepping forward, has been landing more strikes, but Kenney is, showing trying to find something here. He's not as sharp as he would want to be. He's not getting the takedown, but landing a couple of strikes is Yadong. A head kick missed by Casey Kenney.
Casey Kenney trying to put up more significant numbers. He's been going for that takedown, but he has had zero success with it, which really puts into question his whole game plan.
Left right combination, a leg kick, and Kenney checked that kick, and it almost looked bad here. It almost looked like he was going to snap it, but his leg is fine, and he'll press on here with 98 seconds left to go in the round, and a body kick, but Yadong follows it up with a left to the throne and trying to stand up right now. Both fighters looking for an opportunity here with 1:25 left to go in round number 1. Spinning back kick not landing by Kenney.
Kenney throwing a spinning back kick, but missing by a leap and a yard. It's honestly something where they're throwing these high volumes of kicks and nothing is fucking landing in this first round, Matt.
No, not at all. Song looking for just walking back. Kenney being the aggressor here with 1:05 left to go. Oh, and a head kick. Casey Kenney go for a guillotine. He got Yadong to the ground finally, trying to pull the choke. He's got it in position, trying go. And how Casey Kenney got so lucky to get him to the ground. Song missing a kick, slipping up, and then getting almost choked out here as Kenney trying to use his wrestling to take him back to the ground.
And that just put Casey Kenney back in the game for this round. Up until this, I probably would have had Song Yadong, but that submission attempt and how he did have him for a few seconds there, front chantry and also nearly a guillotine.
Ariel Rivera saying in the chat, stop yelling, you fat cunt, go fuck your mother. 19 seconds left to go in the round, and Kenney trying to press and move ahead. Kenney swinging for the fences and missing.
Nothing happening presently. Both men circling. Yadong throwing. Kick by Casey Kenney.
Pressing forward as Kenney tried to go for a bicycle kick, not landing, and that will be the end of round one. And get up indeed. What a round. And we were talking about it. This card's going to surprise people, and we're seeing it right here.
High volume, exciting moments. The striking wasn't necessarily landing, but you did have a really exciting little scramble from Casey Kenney taking advantage of a slip from Yadong.
A real big round for Yadong, and just trying to find an opportunity, and then just completely fell apart on that few seconds. But Yadong got back up after that submission attempt and set it up. Ariel Rivera saying, hey, don't treat me like that, you fat, shaggy-looking bitch. Come and bite my Scooby. What?
I think he's saying that his penis is a dog.
Bow wow wow, yippee yo, yippee yay, stupid. Taking a look at the highlights here. A punch to the midsection. Some really solid striking from Song Yadong in this first round.
Solid striking, but I didn't feel like anything was overly landing. I don't know. It could be my eyes are playing tricks on me, but
I would give that to it could have been a 10-8 round, but I think Song turned it around. It's the Kenney turned it around to 10-9.
Yeah, I would put it as a 10-9. I don't
round
necessarily
number 2 beginning.
Yep. Round 2 beginning. Song Yadong coming out with 2 left jabs.
Controlling the center, swift kick to the body. Trying to find a chance here. Overhand right and blocked. Standing right in the middle, 4:40 left to go. Kick to the leg, checked by Song. Song in the center of the octagon. Kenney now the aggressor, but Song throwing a wild shot covered by Kenney. After that overhand left to the head, a kick to the body by Casey Kenney.
Little skirmish between the two at close range, both of them connecting.
And then finding reach, but eating a fist. Song trying to finish this fight, throwing some heavy blows here against Casey Kenney. Once again, trying to reach for that takedown. Checks a kick again, does Kenney.
In the last round, I was saying, oh, yeah, high volume, but nothing's connecting. And then in this, they're doing nothing but.
Yeah.
Huge hits from both gentlemen here. Casey Kenney throwing with a right cross. Song Yadong responding in kind with a combination of his own.
I'm pressing Kenney now. Song missing, blocking a head kick, pardon me. Song throwing that left. Both trying to find range here still with 3:38 left to go in round number 2.
You know, for the high volume that they're throwing, they sure as shit aren't slowing down here, Matt.
Yeah. They keep persisting forward. Another kick to the legs by Song. Kenney's starting to look a little tired. He's looking a little haggard there with 3:22 left to go in the round. Missing with that left, trying to find an opportunity here is Kenney, who is looking visibly tired with 3:15 left to go in the round.
Well, the wrestling scramble can certainly take it out of you. Plus, Song Yadong has been throwing kicks and strikes the body, really working the body.
Checked a knee, and then it hit a left-right combination, did Song. And a big right to the jaw by Kenney to Song. And Kenney now turning the corner here. He's being more aggressive, but he's met by a combination by Song. We got a firefight, and Kenney will back away because it got too hot in there with 2:44 left to go in the round.
Mad, these strikes from Song Yadong in that exchange. My goodness.
Checking in on the chat, I'm that guy, pal, saying Lewis by KO. Good night, Gane.
And here we go. Casey Kenney pressing. Song Yadong backing up, throwing strikes is Casey Kenney. Big overhand right.
Left-right combination by Kenney and a 3-piece from Song.
Song throwing a pair of kicks, both missing to the body. And Casey Kenney trying to throw a leg kick, trying to throw a bicycle, and nothing connecting.
Nothing connecting here, but trying to follow through with the output is Casey Kenney with 2 minutes left to go in this round. This fight slowing down here, and Kenney going for the takedown attempt. Has Song up against the cage, trying to take him down, and Song Yadong finding a way out of it. A great effort there from the fighter from Team Alpha Male.
Truly a really great sprawl within there to get not taken down by a hell of a wrestler.
And Song eating a Superman punch from Kenney, giving him the Jordan, and then going ahead and throwing a couple of shots of his own, but Kenney pressing now, trying to get Song up against the fence.
You know, Song Yadong really doesn't look like he's taken a single blow, while Kenney looks a little bit blown up at this point.
Yeah, he's looking pretty tired, but he's got another minute 18 and then another 5. If he wants to get the win here, he needs to turn things around because it's another 10-9 round for Song.
The hits to the body from Song Yadong really do seem to be paying dividends in just how much Casey Kenney has slowed down towards the end of this second round.
And we take a look at significant strikes. Song landed 24 in round 1, 25 halfway through round 2. Kenney threw 17 in round 1. Landed 17 in round 1 and 16 on round 1.
A very close round, but when you look at the numbers, not so much.
No.
Telling a very different story are the metrics right now.
But Kenney landing a solid shot to the face of Song, looking for an opportunity to finish the fight as Song, but wasn't able to get it done. Kenney still standing, 27 seconds left to go, landing a left uppercut, and it looks like some raspberry jam is coming from the lip of Song Yadong. 20 seconds left to go. Overhand right. We got a firefight again, and Yadong getting that left arm took in. The shoulder trying to wrench it is Kenney. Casey Kenney trying to finish the fight, turn things around, and try to go for those double legs, but not able to get it done. Song Yadong fighting here, Brendan, as we will end round number 2.
Looking for the takedown towards the end of the round appeared both men doing a little bit of a tango there towards the end. But also, Song Yadong got knocked with 2 strikes right behind the ear that honestly looked to wobble him a little bit. We'll have to see if that ends up paying out into anything later, Matt, in the third round.
And remember, the start of this fight, the live betting was -110 for each fighter. So this was a pick 'em heading into this fight, but Song Yadong showing here early that halfway through this fight, that he is the better fighter in this moment. We've seen flashes of Casey Kenney pulling for submission attempts, capitalizing on opportunities, but there have not been a fair amount of them for him in this fight so far.
No, the takedown defense of Song Yadong has been utterly fantastic within this fight, and his ability to get up after that guillotine said a lot about what the wrestling dynamic would be in this fight.
Mm-hmm.
I do not necessarily see an on-the-feet battle being the way for Casey Kenney to win this.
No.
I think you have to have another slip-up, or Song Yadong needs to be tired out and taken down. And I don't know if that's going to happen. He's looking pretty good.
And that's what he's hoping. And let's take a look at the start of round 3. We are 8 seconds in to round number 3 in this bantamweight division fight.
Casey Kenney getting a strike into the face of Song Yadong. Both men still trying to find distance. It's an in and out battle. We see this often in the bantamweight division where the speed kills in this division. It's so fast and such a little firefight in these quick little skirmishes.
And that serves Song very well. And he's been controlling the pace of this fight. But there's just one opportunity, one slip up. We've seen a few from him so far in this fight, but it's got to be a big one for Kenney to exploit to make this finish.
Yeah, this is Song Yadong's fight to lose in my estimation, but that's one way to lose it, is to get punched in the face by Casey Kenney right there.
Mm-hmm. Stephen Kelleher hoping that what we predicted goes down here. Chandler Voxing have but consternation. I don't know what that means. And a left-right combo, right-left combo from Song, 3:51 left to go in the round. Trying to bring some fire here, trying to finish this fight. It's 10-9, 10-9 on my unofficial scorecard. And hopefully at home you guys agree. And Kenney trying to be the persistent fighter here, but Song feigning that jab is getting Kenney on his back foot.
But Kenney also now looking a bit more energized than he was at the end of round 2. changing levels, switching foot movement, and trying to be a moving target consistently.
He is, but Song just walking straight ahead, kick to the leg again, trying to take out that knee. Earlier in the night, we saw someone develop a gigantic hematoma on their leg.
Yeah, that was gross. That was Dennis Herman.
Yes, that was Herman. It's not Dennis Herman.
There's two Hermans.
Pee Wee and Ulf.
How dare you? Big strike from Song Yadong. Tempting to follow up on that advantage, but both men backing away.
And Yadong going for a takedown attempt, or at least he was just trying to stop that left leg for going for a kick and a knee to the head. And Yadong pulls on that leg again. And now exploiting the opportunities is Song Yadong. Yadong throwing some lefts and rights here. Kenney looking a little tired, looking a little verschnicked, and trying to find an opportunity here to stay in this fight, try to steal on the scorecards, or find some way to knock out Song Yadong, who is 9-1-1 in his last 11 fights.
Yadong has honestly just peppered him within this last round.
Kenney with a beautiful left hook just threw it right into the jaw of Song Yadong.
Song Yadong with shots to the body. A little moment of hockey fighting right there. That was cute.
2:03 left to go in the round. Let's take a look at the strikes. Song has landed 46 strikes to the head. Kenney 33. 19 to the body by Kenney. 28 by Song. So it has been a very, very tough night for Casey Kenney, who gets Song back to the ground, but getting right back up, not enough time to do anything, not even scratch or watch or wind your ass.
The takedown defense, Matt, we got to talk about it.
Yeah.
It's been so impressive from Song Yadong. His ability to get up quickly and also to stuff most of these takedowns.
Mm-hmm.
It is probably the difference maker in this fight.
It most certainly is. And you see in the center of the octagon with 125 left to go, Song throwing some heavy leather. And Kenney trying to find anything, throwing an overhand left that connects, but he looks a little wobbled on his feet, throws a hard overhand right. This Kenney. Casey Kenney trying to finish this fight. And it done again. Song checking the leg and now almost making Kenney break dance in the middle of the octagon.
I think that was the third or fourth time he has caught and held a leg kick from Casey Kenney.
In this round. It's the third time in this round.
That's insane.
And
Casey Kenney going for a takedown, stuffed again by Yadong.
Hanzo Yamasaki saying, Hope Dean, if they die, they die. Herb is the ref. Herb Dean is the referee for the main event. Right now is Dan Mergliata. Takedown defense, Song 3 of 3, 100% in takedown defense.
It's just so good.
And just another peppering. And Song going for the come on, give me all you got with 30 seconds left to go in the fight. Kenney throwing her straight right, trying to go for the takedown again, but he is not going to get this fight to the ground. Shots to the body by Song Yadong, to the back shoulder and to the rib cage, and Kenney landing an uppercut to the jaw, trying to finish this fight with 10 seconds left to go, trying to make some bonus money, trying to make sure that their card isn't going hawk. Takedown, Song trying to pull the submission, and that's the first actual takedown for Casey Kenney in this fight, and it will be nothing but a trip to the scorecards, and Casey Kenney jumping on top of the octagon, just like he won a title.
Just third place podium.
And the crowd goes, hey, no.
Yeah. What was really interesting to me, Matt, was particularly in the last moments, Song Yadong landed 2 strong kicks to the body, and I counted something like 8 shots just right to the lower breadbasket. And those shots throughout the previous 2 rounds really slowed Casey Kenney the fuck down.
Yeah. But he was able to land some prodigious punches. Let's go to Shaq really quick before we go to the scorecards. What's your take on this fight?
Song Yadong brought down the hammer on Casey Kenney. I was wrong. I was dead wrong. Not that I had any actual insight into how this fight was going to play out. But, hey, Team Alpha Male is a great camp. They do a great job with these lighter weight class guys. And back to the drawing board for Casey Kenney, who, coming off that fight, I think it was with Nathaniel Wood on Fight Island, was looking like a possible future title contender. Now back-to-back losses to Dominic Cruz, an aging veteran. And although, a world-class aging veteran, and Song Yadong, an up-and-coming star who was kind of in the same boat as him. So not a good look when you come up short and competitive, but still very clear, decisive losses to 2 people on very different ends of sort of the spectrum of their careers.
puts you pretty firmly in the middle of the division, I think.
Yeah.
At that point.
Let's take a look at the significant strikes here.
Shit.
24-17 for Song in round 1, 34-24 in round 2, 48-33 for Song in round number 3. So just continuing for prodigious output across all 3 rounds. Song increased it by 10 and then by 14.
God, the output in that final round was filthy.
It certainly was. And let's go to the official scorecards here. And I will be Bruce Buffer for all you bitches.
Also, whoever complimented my shirt, thanks.
Yeah.
J. Crew.
After 3 rounds, you're going to head to the scorecards for a decision. And it was 29-28 Kenney. It's a split decision. And Kenney getting the first scorecard, 29-28, Yadong. Song Yadong will win a split decision, gets only one of the scorecards. It is a split decision win, a majority decision win. And Casey Kenney asking for the crowd to chant bullshit. But no.
It's bullshit that Casey Kenney keeps getting split decisions in fights that should have clearly been scored in favor of his opponents.
I have no idea what they saw in giving Casey Kenney a 29-28.
So this has happened apparently, I wasn't super caught up on the prelims, but this has happened a few times in the Bobby Green Fiziev fight that main evented the prelims. Someone scored a 30-27 for Fiziev, even though Green more than doubled him in total strikes in that round, and neither man got seriously hurt. Green ran away with that 3rd round on the stats. And apparently something with Vince Morales too early in the night where it was a really, really bad scorecard.
So you're telling me the state of Texas is not good at judging combat sports?
It's shocking.
That is what you're telling me, Shakiel Mahjouri, at 10:42 p.m. on August the 7th, 2021.
I know that time and time again, the Texas Commission has embodied you with positive, with goodwill based on their ability to regulate, officiate combat sports. But on this night,
there is nothing, Shaq,
it must be an off night.
Texas cares more about than the health of people there.
No comment. I'm gonna go grab dinner.
Yep. Just gonna.
Hanzo Yamasaki in the chat saying first round was Yadong, second round was close, but still Yadong. Last round, Casey. I don't know, with 3 checked leg kicks, turning into takedowns, only securing 1 takedown. Lee Majors in the crowd.
Hell yeah.
Dressed like he could be either one of our stepdads.
Shout out to Stephen Murray texting me that he's in the group right now.
Hi, Stephen.
Hi, Stephen.
Taking a look. Play now saying both of your shirts are nice, but what's with the rolled up sleeves? It's hot.
It's very warm under these lights.
It is
that
August
make us so beautiful
in New York City, and Roger Clemens in the crowd. Fuck you.
Why fuck Roger Clemens? Because of steroids?
No.
Because of steroids?
No.
Because of steroids?
No, the 2000 World Series.
Oh yeah. That one.
Fuck him.
Fuck that guy.
Brett Brooks predicting Angela Hill by TKO. Sean Pick saying, do you guys have Aldo winning? It's looking pretty good.
I feel good about it.
Yeah.
Would you put who would you like Lee Majors to fight in prime Lee Majors form?
Is he the fall guy or is he the $6 million man?
$6 million man. Oh, sorry, Donald Trump.
Yeah, that's more or less said the better.
Mm-hmm.
Lee Majors, depending on weight class, I'd like to see a Bobby Green. Bobby Green, Lee Majors would be fun. Let us know in the chat who you think should face Lee Majors in a fight.
Rogan versus Lee Majors.
Oh, Rogan versus Lee Majors. That's
spicy.
Fun. But are we talking about News Radio Joe Rogan? Are we talking about Fear Factor Joe Rogan? Or are we talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtleneck Joe Rogan?
I think we're talking about just out of the ice bath with nipples that could cut a bear.
Oh, so then it's going to be Rogan beating Lee Majors.
Yeah.
Play now saying Lee Majors versus Mickey Rooney.
I'm there for it.
But Mickey Rooney has to be dressed up as Fallout Boy.
Oh, I was going to say breakfast.
No!
What's
wrong with you?
So many things.
Hi with Elon Rogan.
I'd watch Lee Majors.
I thought that was the name of the show. DMT. Oh, DMT Rogan.
DMT.
Oh my God, what's wrong with you people?
We're just gonna listen. Rogan will be fighting the Machine Elves, and then he'll fight Lee Majors. It'll be great.
Jean-Claude Van Damme is a suggestion. Hasbulla, that's it. Hasbulla versus Lee Majors. Make the fight.
Book it, Shelby.
Send me location.
Send me location. We will watch.
Oh, hold on. Pre-TRT full product hair with mutton chops. Joe Rogan from Thismalatic.
I appreciate that post.
That's good.
That's good.
And it's in all caps too, so it's exactly what you want.
This is him. Yeah.
Northern Wisconsin, Tom Clausen watching in tonight. Shout out to you, Tom. Let us know where you're at in the world.
Yeah.
While we're calling the fights tonight, out of the fat baby heading on over, hanging out with us here tonight. And I will be right back. I'm going to use the facilities, but ask some questions to Brendan in the chat, Steph, if anything.
Yeah. I'm here to take your questions, and people live in northern Wisconsin is a question.
They do.
Yeah, from what
They do.
you plant a cheese curd and eventually it grows into a full Wisconsinite, and they can grow anywhere. That's just science. But we have many fights coming up next. Tisha Torres, Angela Hill, very exciting. Yes, I do use hair gel. I can't speak for Matt. I assume so. Lee Majors versus Justin Fabia. Okay, I can be into that. I'm going to throw out Lee Majors versus Jason David Frank. What are we drinking tonight? I'm presently drinking Deadline Belgian style limited release barrel aged stout aged with cocoa nibs and peanut butter. Tastes like a crazy Reese's. I love it. And whiskey. Tastes like whiskey. I'm not having whiskey though tonight. We have to take it slow, gang. This is a marathon, not a sprint. But hot damn, are we in for an exciting women's fight in the strawweight division. Tisha Torres, Angela Hill. Their records fairly similar. Tisha Torres coming in at 12-5, 2 straight wins over Sam Hughes by TKO, and a decision over Brianna Van Buren. Angela Hill, 3-2 in her last 5. Her last win was a March 2021 decision over Ashley Yoder. I'm excited for this one. I love strawweight fights.
It's going to be a good fight.
Speed, baby. And this is another pick'ems, Matt. I mean,
Yes.
who you got in this fight? Also,
I got Angela Hill.
I've been asked, would I rather get punched once by Derrick Lewis or pieced up for 25 minutes by Gane? I'd rather get punched by Derrick Lewis. I think it would be an honor and a pleasure that I would not remember if I got punched by Derrick Lewis. I feel like I would just hurt for a really long time and remember it if Ciryl Gane got his hands on me. The memory would not be gone, as it were.
Get the fuck out of my house.
I'm the only one on camera, Matt.
Well, it's because I have a problem.
Yes, Matt getting a bevy right now as we are in the highlight videos for both women. Thank you, Steph, for the sadness trumpet. The sadness trumpet, my nickname in high school. I wasn't in band. I don't. Why? So.
Were they talking about your schlemiel?
Maybe. So, gang. We have so many names for penises. They all sound like blah blah blah. But yeah, it is a thing. Is Matt's prostate acting up? Matt?
Yes.
You know, I found out 2-3 years ago they stopped doing the digital exams for that, which begs the question: what was my doctor doing? Anywho, who do you think is going to be winning this fight as the ladies are walking down to the ring?
It's not a ring; it's a cage.
It's all a ring to me, Matt.
Tom Clausen saying it's beautiful up there.
You're beautiful up there.
Aston Lee is in Texas, 2 hours away from the action. That could mean anything. Texas is its own country. What's Matt drinking tonight? That's the question.
Yeah,
right now, you're drinking that. I am drinking Tito's vodka and cola.
Tito's from Tejas, where our fights are this evening.
Indeed.
Matt themed it.
Yes.
So fancy. Hill by choke.
Thismatic saying, Thismalamic, sorry. Angela wearing some kind of anime getup. No, not this time. I think the Venom deal kind of assassinated that. But she's a former Invictus strawweight champion, second most significant strikes in strawweight history with 1,322, tied for third most wins in division history with 8. And we got our predictions in the chat. Jesse Goes saying Hill by choke. Brett Brooks saying Hill by TKO in the second. Play Now saying Hill by Yadong. Interesting.
That's I think probably biologically inaccurate.
Did you read this one from Fizzlematic? Fizzlemic? I don't know how
the anime get up.
No, Ciryl looks like he will kick your ass in the politest way.
Yeah,
that's very true.
Yeah,
that's a polite ass whooping will ensue.
I feel like if he had his druthers, would kick my ass while wearing a pocket square. Yeah, that's headcanon. You can't erase that.
Philip the Wise saying Hill got quiet during the presser. This might be a more focused Angela Hill.
Yeah,
because she is 3-2 in her last 5. It is a really tricky situation when you're in that and you're a UFC vet, and this might be a big problem.
One could say this is.
And a shout out to our friends at Enhanced who are checking in from San Francisco and Australia tonight. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us. We are going to be unboxing these.
Look at the gorgeous Octagon backs. It's gorgeous.
Yes.
Yeah.
Abdullah Mansour saying, would you take $1 million for a single punch from Francis Ngannou?
Yes. I wouldn't remember.
Is it cash? Is it tax-free? Like, what's the
where
am I getting my money?
Where am I getting punched? Like, if it's in the xiphoid process, I wouldn't do it. But in the tit, I'll take.
Yeah, I'll take a shot.
Not the heart one. I bet if he punched me right above my heart, I'd die.
You'd shit yourself at least.
Yeah.
Dakota Hubbard saying Hill by TKO. Play Now saying Canadian dollars. That's fine. Tied for third most wins is Tecia Torres in strawweight history with 8, fourth most significant strikes in the division's history with 756, and also defeated Angela Hill at UFC 186 back in 2015. So this is a rematch, and they have some common opponents too.
Who we got?
Let's see. Wow, I just lost up. Michelle Watterson at UFC 218 and Rose Namajunas for Torres. Namajunas got her win back against Torres, and so Torres defeated Watterson in that initial fight. But Michelle Watterson is one of the people that Hill has lost to in her last 5 fights.
Philip the Wise saying Beam Black tonight goes great with UFC fights. Fun fact, all Jim Beam other than the regular line is really fucking good.
Yes.
Science.
Let's take a look at the tail of the tape. Angela Hill, 36. Tecia Torres, 31. Torres with a slight height disadvantage. He has 5'1" to the 5'3" of Hill, both coming in tonight at 115 pounds. There you see the big advantage. Angela Hill with a 4-inch reach advantage, 60.5 to 64.5.
Yeah. And here is Bruce Buffer looking like just, God damn it.
Looking like a futuristic butler on a 70s sitcom.
I deeply love and loathe that at the same time. Do you think he wears those suits to Thanksgiving dinners?
Possibly. And some people saying in the chat our sound went out for a second.
Hello. Can you hear
we're still...
us? Are we good? Shaq?
It looks good on my end. Give me a sec to double.
All right. So we're checking. We're making sure it could have just been an issue on that, but we're fine.
Will,
on
did
our
you press
end.
mute?
Okay. Dirty Doughboy Simon saying it's not. All good now. Thank you, Brett.
Good. Thanks, gang. We appreciate your help.
Teamwork makes the dream work, and make sure you let people know that we are live tonight. We want to get this chat bumping by the main event, so be sure to share this link across social media. Be sure to tag myself, Steph, Shaq, and Brendan for some fun tonight. Follow us across social media. Be sure to share the link and use the hashtag UFC265. Let's get more people watching this show tonight.
More people watching it. This is... Oh, God.
Mike Beltran's the referee. Mike Beltran is the referee. I love it.
It's Christmas every time I see that man.
Oh, bless him.
Did he tie his mustache?
Yes, he tied his mustache to hide it under his shirt. Yes.
Wow. What a legend.
Ciaran McKenna saying Hill by doctor stoppage on round 2.
Ooh, that's a spicy.
Shout out to Matt in Australia. And here we go with round number 1, Hill and Torres. Torres being the aggressor here, even though she has the height and reach disadvantage. Kick to the body by Torres, sending Hill back. Hill trying to find an opportunity here to be the aggressor in this fight, but Torres taking that away from her. Missing with some punches is Hill.
Torres feeling very fluid with the foot movement. Her footwork has been really fantastic, flowing in and out and throwing a lot of successful leg kicks to the body.
4:25 left to go in round number 1. Hill trying to press forward, but Torres with a Superman forearm to the head of Hill, who eats it and keeps moving forward, tries to throw a right and barely connects.
And a couple of punches from Torres right to the face of Hill.
Enhanced in the chat saying Mike Beltran is definitely our favorite. That's why we love you, Enhanced.
Yeah.
And a shot by Torres. Torres trying to dominate this fight here. Some straight rights, left rights and hooks. A couple of uppercuts from Torres, but nothing really landing with 3:50 left to go in the round.
I mean, apropos of nothing, we're a minute and some odd seconds in, but it has been all Torres this round.
Oh, and Torres gets double-legged in a leaping attempt, and Hill has her on the ground. Now trying to butt scoot is Torres and trying to use every single limb she owns to keep away Angela Hill. Torres now in a yoga position, pressed up against the fence. Torres using one leg and one arm to hold things up.
Torres honestly was looking fantastic right up until immediate situational irony hit, and she got tripped up. Hill really pressing her against the cage.
Trying to go for a hip toss, trying to get the takedown, but Torres standing up on both legs, but pressed up against the fence. But the way Hill angled her face, it's a perfect opportunity for Torres to get the shot in. And now a bulldog attempt after the takedown attempt. Both fighters back to similar positions with Torres pressed up against the fence.
I mean, how much do you think that's helping in the judges' scorecards when Hill is getting that takedown, but Torres is popping up that quickly?
Yeah, it's insane. And it needed a body by Angela Hill and a kick by Tecia Torres.
Both women looking fast as fucking lightning in this match.
And Hill landed a devastating shot to Torres, but Torres still standing. Head kick attempt, the can kick by Hill, not landing, but a big kick to the legs by Angela Hill.
Yeah, Torres landing with some leg kicks right there, seemingly buckling Angela Hill's leg for a second there. Both women squaring off. Tentative throw by Hill. And both women throwing kicks to the face. Torres.
Oh, and Torres, a big shot to Hill. Sorry, Brendan, but the barn door was wide open on that right uppercut. But Torres not picking up on it, not pushing forward. Hill's the aggressor, catches the leg of Torres, but pressing away is Torres.
This has been, another Superman punch attempt by Torres. This has been pretty back and forth, Matt. Heck of a first round. We're only 3-ish minutes in.
Mm-hmm.
It's wild. But this is why you turn into the UFCs. It's good.
Fun times. Staying in the center of the octagon, under 90 seconds left to go. Hill with a can kick again. Taken down by Torres. Gets right back up. And shots from both fighters to the jaw. They eat him and keep moving. Would have been a 19 left to go in the round.
We're not even past the first round, and I got to say this is right now my fight of the night.
It's getting up there, and an attempt by Torres to go for the takedown. Shout out to Fury Fleming. Hey, pal, how's it going? Kick to the body, spinning back fist missed by Torres after the initial shot by Hill. Both of them checking their own leg kicks. Pressing forward now is Hill, acting as the aggressor. Torres missing with a left hand, and an opportunity now for Hill, but trying to plant the body kick is Torres. She feigned it, and now both standing in the middle, knock'em sock'em robot style, and standing in the center of the ring. Torres missing a shot, and the same thing from Hill with 39 seconds left to go in the round.
Torres throwing a spinning back fist a minute ago there,
and
had no commitment to it.
Nope, but a flurry of shots from Torres and push kicks Hill nearly into the cage. Hill with 25 seconds left to go, trying to make something happen. Landing a shot to the jaw was Hill through a flurry of punches from Torres. 18 seconds left to go on round number 1. Savate kick missed by Torres. Back to the fence now, pressing forward. Uses their shoulder, spinning back elbow, and that landed by Hill. Body kick landed by Torres. 5 seconds left to go in the round. Single leg attempt, and Torres missing with the spinning back fist again. And a knee opportunity, and we will go to round number 2.
Holy shit, Matt. That was an epic first round. Tecia Torres throwing so much out there. You have to question, can she keep this pace up? I mean, I want to see those stats.
Yeah, we'll see those stats once they come up. Wayne Richards watching us from Shakopee, Minnesota. Hey, pal. And also, if you've subscribed, let us know. If you got super chats, let us know. We want you guys to be a part of this. Drop a super chat in there. Be sure to visit our friends at Enhance, but also we're trying to get to our goal of 131,000 subscribers. Shaq, where are we at right now in that path?
Hello. We are for sure closing in. The bar is a little slow to load up, but we are just under 130,900. So just a little over 100 is all we've got left to make that happen.
So be sure to subscribe. And if you like what we're doing, shout out to Bruce Gelman, San Antonio, checking in tonight. Be sure to drop a super chat in there.
I prefer soup.
Oh, I would like a bowl of soup as well.
Or spell joke. Anyway.
And also be sure to visit our friends at Enhance and a Body Kick. More in the description. We'll be unboxing this after the next fight. And a head kick attempt.
Mm-hmm. Body kick attempt by Torres. Both women circling. Torres trying to throw a leg kick. Body kick by Torres. Alternating. Hill just eating these, man.
Trying to find an opportunity. A head kick attempt by Torres, letting Hill come right in and landing a few fists. As Olive the Fat Baby taking a preview of our footwear here in the house. The footwork of Torres coming into play. The live odds -700. And now, as Olive trying to steal a shoe, Torres trying to steal this second round by trying to keeping the pressure on.
Hill throwing a leg kick, missing. Torres throwing a wheel kick and also missing. Torres would make Rob Van Dam proud.
Oh, and Hill landing 2 straight right uppercuts to the jaw of Tisha Torres. Torres trying to take this fight back with a body kick and then a spinning back fist, not landing, and Hill eating a couple of shots, but landed a few of her own. Not a lot of time left to go here in the second round. 3:35 left to go.
Torres throwing to the body with leg kicks repeatedly.
Pressing near the fence. Torres.
Hill throwing an overhand jab and eating a kick to the body.
But Hill catching Torres's leg. Right combination. We have a brief firefight and they'll go back to the center of the octagon.
Hill throwing a front kick. Torres responding with a jab in kind. Both women circle.
3 minutes remaining here in round number 2. Taking the back as Angela Hill gets the takedown, but Torres trying to stand right back up and now trying to backpack her as Hill has one leg around the hip, trying to pull that takedown in round number 2 with 2:46 left to go. Torres trying to press the right thigh off of the right thigh of Torres.
You can see Torres is really angling right now to try to create some distance between her hips and Hill's hips. And it is a good position on her part to break this. As you can see, Hill is losing control.
She is losing control, but Torres pressed up against the fence and eating a knee right to the midsection.
Both women circling, waiting for a strike from either. Feints from both. High kick from Torres. Checked.
2:07 left to go in the round. Kick missing by Hill. Left-right combination landed by Torres. 2 minutes now left to go in round number 2. A lot of people in the chat predicted Hill by taking this by either decision or TKO. Spinning back kick to the head by Torres, grazing Hill, who presses forward here with 1:47 left to go in the round. And Hill tried to go for a Muay Thai knee, gets okey-doked around, and now is still holding on to that Muay Thai clinch like it's life itself.
It is beautiful clinch work. And when you control the neck like that, you control where a fighter goes. And you could see Hill using that expertly right now on Torres.
Missing with the left was Hill. Both of these fighters missing wildly with some shots. But when they land, they're landing really hard with a straight left. And let's take a look at the significant strikes. Yes. Torres with 34 so far in each round, 21 and 16 by Hill. And we still have 1:08 left to go in this one. Torres, it's been 10-9 rounds so far, but we've seen Angela Hill step up here in round number 2.
Angela Hill making sure that this is not a 10-8 by any stretch of the imagination. That Muay Thai clinch was huge. And also the near backpacking of Torres. If she had not gone to the cage, I do think she may have done that.
She might have, yeah. battling back and forth with 41 seconds left to go. And Torres pushing the pile here, trying to land some more shots, goes to a leg kick to the knee, but Hill with a right, left, right combination, landing a few to the face of Torres. Torres going over the top, and both of these fighters swinging wildly, hitting each other, hitting it hard here, throwing down the leather in round number 2 with 18 seconds left to go. Torres trying to finish this fight. Back fist by Hill, landed spinning head kick. Torres is down, 10 seconds left to go in the round, and Hill's on top, trying to go for something, trying to pull it back with 5 seconds left to go, trying to look good to these judges in Houston. And we will go to round number 3 at the Toyota Center.
My goodness. This is an amazing fight.
That kick to the body. We're taking a look at the replay now. Just some devastating kicks from Torres. But Hill, Preston kept moving forward. This is a 10-9 round for Torres, but I would not be surprised if Hill gets it here 10-9.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, Hill put some high output, but I don't know, Torres, her numbers were so fucking high. I mean, that tie clinch, the takedown, you could go either way, but honestly, I think it's just the output from Torres is the difference maker in this, and she is connecting. Hill is in no way out of this fight, though, as demonstrated in round 2.
And taking a look at the chat here, thank you so much for your compliment, Nate Bird.
Thanks, Nate.
And Hanzo Yamasaki saying Torres took that round, in my opinion. I agree with you, but I would not be surprised or really that pissed off if they gave it 10-9 to Angela Hill.
No, I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be overly mad about it. I got Torres up 2 rounds right now. In my opinion, if Angela Hill keeps this momentum building, this might be her fight that she can win. But if Torres is continuing to put out high 30s numbers of strikes,
In round number 3, getting underway. I'm Matt Ryan, joined by Brendan Sokler. We are live from the Combat Culture Studios somewhere in the great state of New Jersey. Tyler Ponder, thank you for the kind words. 15 seconds into the round and going for a head kick was Torres, and Torres eating a straight right from Angela Hill. Hill trying to create some pressure here. Torres is back near the fence, getting closer and closer to the cage is Tecia Torres, blocked and now against the fence, and Angela Hill unloading on Torres, trying to go for the takedown. Torres trying to find a way to scramble out of it and trying to pull it around and turn it around, but she'll need a right hand for her efforts, and they go right back to the center of the octagon.
Angela Hill has woken the fuck up and is really laying it in this round, Matt. The momentum train, it keeps it chugging.
It does. Casey Jones is revving. What's your speed, Angela Hill? 358. Trouble ahead and trouble behind for her. Throwing a couple of rights was Hill. Now the aggressor in this round, but Torres trying to turn that back around. She has got 2 straight wins in her last couple of fights. The last one was a TKO. The other one, a decision win. A big win here for Torres if she's able to finish it in the 3rd. Couple of shots to the temple. Peppering, good one, peppers.
This is a hell of a 3rd round, and you have to be asking yourself at this point, Matt, I have it 2-0 in favor of Torres. Did Angela Hill start too late in this fight?
I think that's the thing. And Avery Clark dabbing in the chat. Overhand right missed by Torres. 3:15 left to go on the round. Someone comparing me to Jerry Garcia because I made a Grateful Dead reference. I appreciate that, sir. Standing in the center of the octagon, 3:06 left to go in the 3rd round. Torres trying to secure a win here, trying to stay on track, trying to win this 3rd round. But Angela Hill pulling a goddamn Terminator, spinning back fist checked. How do you check a spinning back fist? I don't know, but Angela Hill just pulled that one off with 2:48 left to go, coming underneath, landing an uppercut, landing another one. Torres missing with a head kick, and this is Angela Hill's round, and she might be able to close the door here with 2:37 left to go. Trying to stop this fight, trying to stop Tecia Torres and get herself back on track to a title shot. The former Invicta champion eating some devastating blows from Tecia Torres with 2:24 left to go in the round.
If you are not watching this fight live, I suggest watching it later. This is a hell of a fight.
If you didn't buy this pay-per-view, you are missing out on some fantastic mixed martial arts. And Torres getting a head kick checked. Punch to the goal, a punch to the gut, and that sent Torres back. Angela Hill with a devastating punch to the stomach, but Torres still moving, still shaking. That would have sent me to the hospital. Muay Thai clinch by Hill, and Torres punching her way out of it.
Torres still putting a high output right now, and it seems like she's trying to torque up her output towards the end of this round. A lot of the time in these sort of fights, Matt, when it is this close, the lasting image at the end of the third round can be all the difference maker between a win and a split decision loss.
And 90 seconds left to go in the round, and Torres press bullying Hill away.
This is one of my favorite fights I've seen in a while. I really like this.
Few body shots. Oh, and just shots at the head, playing knock'em sock'em robots with 1:12 left to go in the round. Hill eating a right from Torres, ducking and dodging the other shots, but had to eat a hard right, Brendan.
Hill looking fucking possessed right now. Just no hesitation, no worry. Throwing in high volume is Angela Hill, and Torres responding, going up into a clinch, pressing her up against the cage.
And quickly, the significant strikes, 34-21 for Torres in round one. It's closer now, but Torres landing more of the significant strikes here in round number 3.
But a lot of octagon control and aggression also has to go to Hill.
A shot to the jaw by Hill, and Torres just laying on the punches, but Hill counter-punching, evading, dipping, showing some good footwork here, some good evasion skills in a round you might be able to give her unless something drastically happens in the next 20 seconds.
Honestly, this has been Angela Hill's round, and there we get a takedown from Torres. You ask for it, you shall receive, and Angela Hill trying to scramble
with
what?
8 seconds left in the fight.
Torres pounding away.
Torres trying to finish this fight. Hill back up on her feet, trying to get something before the final bell, and a vague takedown there. We will go to the scorecards.
A vague down.
Derek Walker saying, "You're no Joe Rogan." I am not Joe Rogan, and you spelled that wrong. And he then did pieced out. Okay.
Do you think he meant Seth Rogen?
I possibly.
These fighters, so good. I like weed.
Well, if his asshole falls out in a traffic accident, I don't think many people will cry.
Just his
asshole. Crystal Nasia saying, "Good morning from Indonesia." Good morning to you.
Good morning to you.
We take a look at these replays, and this is Tecia Torres' fight to lose right now. She took the first 2 rounds. That third round, Shaq, I don't know about you, but right now, a 30-29 fight is my score right now for Tecia Torres, but 29-28 might be a possibility.
Certainly.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clearly 30-27 Tecia Torres, so we're probably going to see a split decision.
Ooh, spicy take.
So 30-27
Torres
Tecia Torres, but the Houston judges will in fact score this a split decision fight.
Texas gonna Texas.
I can see it being a 10-9 round across the board, but I can also see it being a little wonky. We're going to go to the official scores right now from the judges via Bruce Buffer.
I feel like he should pull his mustache out at the end of fights.
He should.
Make me happy. All right, we're getting the scores presently.
Score it.
Also, Lionel, thank you.
30-27, 30-27. And 29-28, Tecia Torres gets the unanimous decision. And Shaq and I kind of bumping heads on that one.
Wait, what did you have it scored?
I had it 30-27, but I was not going to be surprised by a 29-28.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I had Torres in that fight. The output that she had was utterly impressive. And shout out to Angela Hill. That was
we're on the same page, though, that Tecia was going to win.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
No, absolutely. But it is something where the amount of octagon control that was displayed by Hill and some of the last round alone.
And Torres has just passed Hill in the all-time division list, making it 9-8.
What?
To lose the fight and then also to lose your record at the same time to your opponent.
Right in the face.
Shout out to Lionel Sneed and Zawaf family shouting us out. Shout out to Craig Livingston, who trains with Brian Barberena. Shout out to you, sir. Thank you so much for joining us. And Enhance saying in the chat, unanimous to Torres. It's a unanimous decision. But for us playing the home game, we're skewing it on what we think's gonna happen
and our feelings.
Yeah,
and I had a lot of them that fight
because we're betting it. We're taking a look at not only how the fight went, but also how the judging is.
Truly,
because
the judges. Don't let the fight go to the judges, kids.
Yeah, this is
Chaos.
the second time we have gone to a scorecard here tonight, and the on the main card we've seen some interesting judging. And a shout out to Brett Brooks.
Thanks, Brett.
And if you like what we're doing, hit us up with a subscribe, hit us up with a like, hit us up with a follow. And more importantly, if you want to donate to the cause, there's multiple ways to do it. You can go to the super chat, or you can click the link in the description and support our friends over at Enhanced, who are our official sponsor here tonight. And
we'll be trying some of their products.
Let's try it right now.
Ooh.
I want to say I love the boxes.
The boxes are very
These are
cool.
octagon shaped boxes. And they've got a lovely card. Matt, we hope you love our product as much as we do. Cheers to you guys.
Cheers, gang.
And we've got the 1,000 milligram and 3,000 milligram. The full spectrum is 1,000 milligram.
Oh, wow.
And 3,000 for the isolate. And it's like really nice packaging. This is really awesome.
I like that there's two. It's like they're facing off in the octagon.
Well, I'm going to take some of this 1,000 milligram full spectrum.
I'm going to take some of this 3,000.
And we also have the balm that I can't put on the air because it's needed for my hip. But another octagon shaped box.
You know, if we hit our subscriber amount, Matt will put that on.
I will not do that. But shout out to our friends over at Enhanced. This stuff is really well packaged, really awesome. And if you train mixed martial arts like you, Craig, in the chat, we're located right here in New Jersey, and Shaq is up in the Great White North of Canada. And we'll take some of this right here.
All right. So put it on your tongue.
Mm-hmm.
Let that sit there for a little while.
And if you want this, and if you're watching us right now on another platform and you want to watch us on YouTube, you can subscribe at Combat Culture on YouTube. And if you want to try, that tastes really good.
No. This
That's
is
really
good tasting stuff. Also, thank you, Stephen, for your kind words.
You can follow them on social media. You can talk to them in the chat too. But if you want to order it, if you want to order some Enhanced, go to the link in our description and be sure to click it and use the code COMBAT in all caps for 10% off.
Tell them we sent you.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not going to be a place that says that other than that promo code, but you can say it aloud. You can just put that out into the universe. That'd be cute.
But I'm going to say this right now. This card is fantastic.
No, it's been great
so far.
I really fucking loved that last
fight. Yeah, that was
Matt.
A great fight.
As an MMA fan, that's the type of stuff that you look for. It was a chess match. It was back and forth. Great groundwork. Fantastic striking. Tisha Torres, somewhere Edson Barboza was just sitting in a chair, nodding, knowing the universe is doing him right.
Also, Derrick Lewis showing up to the building in his gear. He showed up to the Toyota Center in his gear. He is ready to fight somebody. He is ready to set something on fire. His balls are not the only thing that are hot. We are also watching it right now.
Yeah.
You can also subscribe to us on Combat Culture on YouTube if you're not watching us on YouTube.
Now, Matt, we did get a question in the chat of how many Thug Roses do you think it would take to beat Francis Ngannou? And my answer is 1, because I think Francis is a nice boy and would never hit a woman.
Yeah. And
Thug Rose would then destroy him after that.
Yes.
Yeah. 1.
Jay Caldwell asking, is there any other UFC live stream we can listen to? Why would you ask that in our...
Allow us to promote someone else's shit.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah. No.
Let's take a look at the props for the main event tonight. Derrick Lewis is the -130 favorite. Ciryl Gane is the +110 underdog. A win by decision is +1,400 for Derrick Lewis. +215 for Ciryl Gane. A win by knockout is a +330 for Lewis, a +120 for Gane.
Now, the odds seem to have shifted throughout this evening, which is just a testament to how close a fight.
Well, it's also because there's a lot of people betting on Lewis right now. There's a lot of bias on Derrick Lewis because he's Derrick Lewis.
Because he's a very lovable gent.
He is. He's a sweet boy. Brett Brooks saying, this one is the best. Thank you, Brett. That's very sweet of you.
That's really nice, man. We really do appreciate all the kind words that you guys put in the chat. So thank you all.
Yes, keep them going so I don't cry after this.
Yeah. Well, we can still have a cry. It'll just be like we're appreciated and seen.
That's fair.
Yeah. Michael Chiesa, really good beard game. Like, we got to talk about it.
Yeah.
Solid beard.
Oh, it's top-notch beard. Top-notch beard game.
You know, it's ever since Roy Nelson and his indestructible chin that I've had the question in my head. If you have a good enough and a strong enough beard, you think it cushions it a little bit?
A little bit.
Yeah.
I would assume a little.
Just enough to party.
Yeah. And
So-
shout out to Craig who just subscribed.
Just subscribe. Who else is subscribing? Get our love.
Yeah, let us know.
It's very easy. You can
We
buy
want
it
to
by
reach our subscriber
subscribing.
goal of 131,000. PB saying Chiesa is going down.
Wow.
Ooh.
Peanut butter has a very spicy take on
Yes.
this. Yes.
Jelly jamming with the same idea though.
I'm presently drinking a peanut butter based beer.
Ooh.
Yeah. Cocoa nibs.
Interesting.
Whiskey barrel aged.
Ooh.
My
Just a
body
fanciful
reaching it.
boy.
Shaq, who you got in this next one, bud?
Oh, this is tough. You know, Michael Chiesa's looked really good since moving up in the welterweight division, but I hold Vicente Luque to a very high regard. Obviously got clipped in that Tyron Woodley fight, but this is a guy who's all action. He can finish you on the feet. He can finish you on the ground. He's a very well-rounded finishing fighter. Michael Chiesa's look great when he can kind of just drown you and hug you like a wet blanket.
Yeah.
I have a hunch that Vicente Luque will be good enough on the ground to avoid that happening. And I say that selfishly just because the idea of Vicente Luque versus Kamaru Usman as a fight fan is way more intriguing to me than the idea of Kamaru Usman versus Michael Chiesa. But respect to both. Let the best man win.
Respect to both. And also, I'm going to say, Vicente Luque, sexiest name in MMA.
Ooh.
Vicente Luque.
Thank you, Shaq. That was...
It does. it is a top-notch telenovela name. Shout out to Kelly Collins, who's a new subscriber. Shout out to Avery Clark with their prediction of Chiesa by TKO in the first round.
This is
That's
spicy
a troll.
take.
That's
That is a troll.
That's a spicy take.
Yeah.
That is not a real take.
No,
I
no,
can't
probably
buy it.
not.
It could be.
I
Like,
mean,
there's been weirder takes.
yeah, through Capo kick. Just throwing that in.
Capo kick.
Hey guys, any
Next
thoughts?
year, then
Playing.
you-
Ooh.
Sexier than you dog.
Asking the tough questions. Play now. The tough ones.
I don't know.
Vicente Luque or Song Yadong. Shout out to
Luque
Elrad Jonas donating $2 to the cause, $2 to the super chat. Vicente by TKO in the later rounds.
Oh my goodness. I got Luque in this fight just because my heart wants it.
Brett Brooks saying Chiesa by stranglehold.
Yes.
So you're gonna come out to the
I think that very well may be the thing.
and a shout out to Tamika Moore. Just subscribed. You guys are awesome. You're awesome, Tamika. Avery Clark saying 100% real verified take.
Oh my god. Well, thank you for verifying it. I deeply appreciate that.
Craig Livingston inviting us down to the show. He's out of the Charlotte metro area. Come down to Myrtle Beach to one of Derek Brunson's promotion fights and do a live broadcast. We will have a blast. I will say this. Follow me on Twitter at MRyan Consulting. And if we can make it work and we can get paid, we will go to Myrtle Beach.
Well, we will go where you pay us.
Yes.
We are not hard to please.
Yes. Cash money, baby. For the 9-9 end of 2000. Speaking of which,
Absolutely.
Kelly Collins donating $4.99 to the cause. That's in US dollars. And if you want to drop a super chat, do that. And also, if you want some awesome CBD that tastes delicious, head over to our friends at Enhanced and you can get more information in the thing below.
Now, Philip the Wise is saying that it's Chiesa by Republican National Convention. I'm a little confused
Rear
by
Naked
that
Choke.
one. Oh, rear naked choke.
Aaron Gonzalez saying goats of the culture. RS Turbo Rolfie saying I've got some random guy out of the crowd knocking them both out.
I like that.
I like that one too. Ed English watching us from Rocky Boy, Montana.
It's going to be the $6 million
That's a great
man
job guy
coming
name.
out.
Rocky Boy, Montana.
Rocky Boy Montana. He's won 0 fights in his last 60, but gosh darn it, he tried.
He is the Glass Joe of
Uh,
the early 70s Australian pro wrestling. You and I need to get tanked and watch the Australian WCW sometime.
I'm there.
Craig Livingston saying you sound like my wife, Cash Money.
Good.
Wait, is your wife Lil Wayne?
Yes.
Is it Baby? Birdman?
You married to Yeezy?
Shaq, what do you got for us,
no,
brother?
that's wheezy.
That fight metric pulled up, and just to further support my case about why Vicente Luque is so much more fun to watch, strikes landed per minute. Vicente Luque, 5.74 strikes per minute. Chiesa, by comparison, 1.89.
That's a thing.
And we go to the takedowns. Vicente Luque, per 15 minutes, so per round 3-round fight, he goes for 0.66 takedowns compared to Michael Chiesa. You round up, we're looking at almost 4 takedowns per fight.
My God, that is a difference.
Yeah, that's a difference.
President Snowden saying, "Look up Rocky Boy, lots of fights." God. Now I want Rocky Boy Montana shirts made. If someone in the chat is an artist and wants to draw a Rocky Boy Montana t-shirt,
please,
I will sell it and I will donate proceeds to a charity. I will donate proceeds to No Kid Hungry, which is one of my favorite charities to support, and the Chow Chow Rescue of Central New York, as my dog reminds me that I have a dog.
Is Olive a Chow Chow?
Yes, she is. She is part Chow, part Beagle, part Shepherd. Let's take a look at the tail of the tape. Chiesa, 33, Luque, 29. Chiesa with the 6'1" height advantage to the 5'11" Luque, and a half-pound weight advantage, 170.5 to 170, both with the same reach, 75.5 inches, and Bruce Buffer just styling on hose right now.
Bruce Buffer looking like the sexiest piece of lint I've ever seen, just with this beautiful gray suit.
And Craig, you can donate by heading over to our YouTube channel, Combat Culture. We're live not only on Facebook, but we're also on Combat Culture's YouTube channel, and we are watching these fights with you. And you can donate to the super chat, or if you can donate that stuff.
Play Now has informed us that chows have purple tongues like bears.
They are bears. They are basically sweet little babies, little bears.
Wrestle Khabib.
Yes.
Here we go.
Rocky Boy Star sells hoodies.
Rocky Boy Star just sells out arenas.
Rocky Boy Stars, is that the baseball team in Rocky?
The Rocky Boy Stars. They're a really fantastic team. They're going to turn it around this year, Matt.
I would pay money to be the voice of the Rocky Boy Stars.
Yes.
How many prospective ring girls does Bruce Buffer require per event? No, they just show up because of how much of a bad motherfucker he is. Like, he is the definition of a what is it, a fancy daddy? Fox? Yeah, like he's a dream daddy.
Yeah. Listen, you get yourself a man who yells in your face like that. That doesn't play well. Oh no! It got sad. It got sad.
What
Fuck.
is this show?
Well, this is what happens when we drink and watch fights.
I know you guys have it muted, but I was a little hesitant about us making all the Song Yadong jokes until Dean Thomas couldn't get through his analysis because he was too busy giggling at the word Song Yadong on a pay-per-view broadcast.
Look, I may have gone to NYU, but I am a dick joke enthusiast at heart. As round number 1 begins here in Houston, Chiesa in green, circling around the octagon. Luque looking for an opportunity. Just about 13 seconds gone by in round number 1. Luque trying to control the pace of this fight, controlling the center of the octagon. Chiesa threw a couple of feints with his right, but Luque followed up with a straight shot that almost landed. No real shots led.
A lot of diagonal movement from Chiesa presently, which honestly, like with that much movement, I can imagine him just tiring himself out doing this. He's galloping.
He is trotting more than anything, and circling around right now is Michael Chiesa with his back to the fence. He had to bounce off the fence.
He nearly just ate ass, just falling on the fucking fence just from galloping.
You said what?
You heard me.
Okay.
Ass.
And Chiesa gets the back of his right leg taken out. His calf almost blew out like a tire.
Kelly Collins informing us all the selfies are Yadong pics.
Bravo, Kelly. Bravo. New favorite listener. I'm kidding. You're all my favorite listener. PB saying he's running from Kazmat.
Well, Kazmat was wrestling all of the Fat Baby earlier.
Yes. And circling around Chiesa. It's a lot of dancing here. It is a cakewalk. And Luque landing a couple of shots with his right hand to the pec and a knee to the knee by Vicente Luque.
I'm uncomfortable.
And Chiesa getting his steps in. His pedometer right now is having the time of its life. And so are his fists, landing a right, left, right to the face of Vicente Luque.
He really landed the shit out of those.
He did. He got him right in there and used that reach advantage and stepped in on those punches. And now Luque just waiting for something. Oh, and Luque, he waited. He landed a right, and it is not looking good for Michael Chiesa. Chiesa ate that shot. He stood, now go for the takedown. He gets the takedown, and now nearly trying to pull side control. And Luque, with his nose a little red right now, trying to pull the steal here, and now trying to go for side controls. Michael Chiesa as Luque.
Smothering is Chiesa right now, trying to rain down punches, going for
And he's got the back.
RNC.
Chiesa's got the back, trying to pull the RNC. Not able to do it. Turtling right now is Luque.
He's got one hook in on the legs, and the arm is going underneath the chin. He might have this, Matt.
He might have it. He's trying to lock it in, trying to get underneath that chin. Luque doing everything he can to protect his neck. Not in the Wu-Tang way, in the I'm trying to not go night-night way. And right now, Luque in trouble. Got the choke. It is almost over. Chiesa has the choke. He's trying to lock it in, but somehow Vicente Luque finds a way out of it. But great fighting him is Chiesa. Chiesa trying to pry Luque and deny him oxygen. Luque now pulling a choke of his own, but not able to land it. 150 left to go, rolling through with the choke. Chiesa in trouble. Luque locking in the choke, and Chiesa trying to roll out of it. A pseudo guillotine. In trouble is Michael Chiesa with 98 seconds left to go in the round. It's over. Michael Chiesa has tapped out to Vicente Luque. Hot damn, I love this sport.
Holy fuck, Matt. What a delicious exchange of near misses from Michael Chiesa and Vicente Luque. The way that Luque positioned his hips was the everything.
That was the
difference maker.
That was the Hagler Hearns of grapple fucking. My Christ.
Oh my goodness. That was as sexy as Luque's name. God damn and hot diggity fuck. That was awesome.
Luque now 21-7-1. That is his fourth straight victory and his second win by submission in as many fights. He was able to tap out Tyron Woodley. And we see here
also with a Darce choke. Also with a Darce choke.
Oh, with a Darce. Oh, that was a Darce choke. Yeah. Pardon me. Got him with the Darce and was holding on tight.
Same finish you got Tyron Woodley with. Two back-to-back Darce chokes. Wild.
Pulling Darce chokes against established veterans. That is insanity.
I mean, the exchange there was absolutely beautiful. And that sure shit went from 0 to 9,000 in like 3 seconds. It was a dance-off for the first like 2.5 minutes. What the fuck?
It was just biding their time. It's the white suit Yakuza theory, and it paid off here tonight.
God damn.
Stephen Kelleher saying, holy McShitness. Play now saying delicious. Young Luca saying best commentaries ever.
Thanks, Young Luca. That's real nice.
Nick Spur saying, I'd love to watch you fight chubby fucking sex piece.
You're fighting a chubby fucking sex piece? Am I fighting a chubby fucking sex piece? What's a sex piece?
I don't know. I think that's a Tribe Called Quest song.
Nicely done, Steph.
Philip Y is saying, great commentating. Thank you. Great enjoying.
Man, a lot of positive feedback tonight. I feel good. This was fantastic.
And if you like what you're seeing and you like what you're hearing, hit the subscribe button.
Come on.
Hit the subscribe button. If you're not watching us on Combat Culture, head on over to the Combat Culture channel. We're near 131,000 subscribers, and we want you to be one of them. You don't want to miss any of these fights as Vicente Luque locks in his 21st win, an official win by submission in the first round. What a fucking fight. But be sure to subscribe. Be sure to hit the like button and the notification bell on the Combat Culture YouTube channel.
Yeah, god damn. I'm a little exasperated with this. This is what you watch MMA for. The last two fights were exceptional.
Tremendous.
Yeah, good for us.
Stephen Kelleher saying, I've listened to 4 others and these guys are the best. Well, thank you.
Thanks.
Play now asking, are we brothers? No, we're not.
We're not.
We're just ginger.
Yeah, we just got really cool beards.
And we're very loud.
Yeah. We call it Irish. It's all encompassing for all that shit.
Yes.
Gyrish, actually.
You're Gyrish, yes.
Yeah.
Stephen Carasso shouting us out. Thank you.
Thanks, Stephen. Oh, man.
That
who do you put him against next? The Darce was beautiful. The whole thing was fucking beautiful.
Top 10 opponent. I'd put him against a top 10 guy.
Yeah, but which one?
I don't know.
My hunch,
Shaq, you have one?
My hunch is, unless Leon Edwards is going to do Leon Edwards things and wait in the sidelines for a title shot they're never going to grant him, Vicente Luque, Leon Edwards, that's the number one contenders fight. Because love it or hate it, Leon Edwards was handed a gimme fight against Nate Diaz to help build his brand, and then he almost lost it. So they're not going to give Leon Edwards the next title shot. It's going to Colby Covington. I have a hunch Leon's going to try and wait out like he did last time. I think Vicente Luque, Leon Edwards is the next fight to determine the title contender.
Another one coming from Brett Brooks, Kazmat versus Luque.
Yeah.
No,
I like
come on. But Hazmat hasn't fought. He's not even in the top 15. Or he just is based for no reason. Come on, guys. Luque's on a 4-fight win streak. Coming off back-to-back submission wins over over Tyron Woodley and Michael Chiesa, who was ranked number 5.
And he also just took the second most stoppage wins in the division with 13. He is one behind Matt Brown.
You could also do Gilbert Burns, Vicente Luque, but I'm just not sure that they're best friends and they train at the same gym, so I'm just not sure they would do it.
But are they the type of best friends that are
They might. They were both always down to fight Kamaru before Kamaru moved camp, so I don't know what that says about either their mindset or maybe just their relationship wasn't as tight as I thought it was.
Wonder Boy is being suggested by Queen Crystal Lynn.
The Wonder Boy does have a win over Luque at the Masvidal Nate Diaz fight, but he could try and make good on that one.
And Luque versus Street Jesus coming in from Fizzlemack.
Oh my God, that would be amazing. I don't think Jorge takes that fight, but that would be amazing.
Young Luca just donated $20 to the cause in the super chat. Say some jokes, one each.
I got one.
All right, what do you got?
I came up with it earlier today.
Oh geez.
What did the oyster say to get canceled?
What?
Shuck me, beautiful.
I will be taking audition tapes for new co-hosts. You can tweet at @MRyan Consulting for that. It is 11:37. We're at the co-main event. Holy shit!
Got a clip tonight, baby.
Holy shit.
So
that means the fucking co-main event's either starting at midnight or the main event is starting 3 weeks from now.
Trump 1 says Colby's a beast, which I'm shocked from that name.
Yeah.
This reminds me, my cats had really bad diarrhea.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just shitting all over the carpet.
Here's an interesting question from Dakota Hubbard. Who does Masvidal fight next? I think they're going to do the Nate rematch, right?
Here's my low-key guess. If Nick Diaz beats Robbie Lawler, I think they go for Jorge.
That's the money fight.
That is a money fight. Yeah. It's basically the old head fight. But that one would be a fun one to watch.
One that Jorge Masvidal will probably massacre
Nick Diaz getting a win is a thing that we're talking about.
I'm just saying. I think the UFC and Jorge's team is waiting to see if Nick Diaz can make a successful return. Because if Nick Diaz comes in and beats Robbie Lawler, I think you can easily justify. In their minds, it's enough for them to be okay, Nick Diaz. Also,
I'd say so.
I feel Jorge Masvidal, Robbie Lawler would be pretty dope too while we're there. But
here's one from Queen Crystal Lynn: Masvidal versus Leon Edwards. That fight will never happen.
No, but it should. But it really should.
That would be a delightful fight, frankly. And you're looking to solidify Leon Edwards as the bad bitch that he is. And I do think he is. I think he's getting a bit of a bum rap for getting tagged by Nate Diaz. Nate Diaz tags people. It's what he does.
Yeah.
He still won the fucking fight by a lot. So I don't know.
We have over 500 people watching us across the
Everyone needs to get off
network.
his Yadong.
Yeah, but be sure to share, follow, like, and also let people know you're watching. Let people know you're listening. Share the link on social media. Text it to a friend. Text it to an enemy. Text it to somebody that's in the arena right now and they want to listen to it in their ears. All they got to do is, make time slow down in the venue for them to make that work.
Queen Crystal Lynn says Nate and Nick don't mix opponents. I'm having a hard time coming up with one that they both faced.
Yeah. I don't think they've faced I don't think they have any common opponents, but it's
your
still
mom in the bedroom. There's my joke. Thank you very much.
There we go.
Nailed
There's a joke.
it.
Steph, do you have a joke for young Lucas?
If they were called seagulls when they fly over the sea, what are they called when they fly over the bay?
Bagels?
Bagels!
Boo.
I enjoyed it.
A family walks into a talent agency.
Exactly.
How dare you? Don't you dare, aristocrats. We don't have the time.
Next time you see us for a UFC card will be Saturday, September 25th. Alexander Volkanovski versus Brian Ortega, Valentina Shevchenko versus Lauren Murphy, Nick Diaz versus Robbie Lawler. We just talked about that. Curtis Blades versus Jairzinho Rosenstruik, and Jessica Andrade versus Cynthia Calvillo. If you're having fun with us tonight, September 25th, be sure to be here. That's why you need to like and subscribe. And also, August 29th.
Yes.
On pay-per-view from the Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse in Cleveland.
Yeah.
We will be watching Tyron Woodley versus Jake Paul right here on Combat Culture.
Watch the life leave my eyes as we watch
and let's be honest, that will be our second most live streamed event of all time.
Yeah,
right behind
it's gonna
Logan
be up
Paul,
there.
Floyd Mayweather.
Don't hurt me with honesty, Shaq. That's rude.
Be sure to follow, like, and subscribe for that. Brian Ortega with the hair slick back, looking like a Bond villain with those pretty ass eyes.
Very, very beautiful, man.
Kai Kimmy saying T Wood all day. Dakota Hubert saying, you think John Jones would ever fight again? Yes, he's going to fight again.
There's rumor that he's agreed to a fight with Stipe.
Oh, I want to see it. I want to see it, but if Stipe wins that fight, holy shit, is MMA screwed.
Yeah, no, I don't think he does. Because I think Jones keeps him at range, frankly, and if it goes to the ground, I think Jones's ground and pound is just insufferable for most people. The
live odds for this fight right now is Munoz plus 100, Aldo minus 120. So if you're looking for an upset here, this may be a great opportunity to roll that into a parlay with Derrick Lewis, who is the favorite. That could be a fun little parlay.
Looks vaguely like Joseph Gordon-Levitt from the tiny photo that I just saw. Just throwing that out there. Good for him. Good for him.
Mark Marabello saying, don't give Jake Paul any credibility. That's a farce. The boxing industry has already done it. We're just riding the wave in the sense of pure gonzo journalism.
Truly. It's a little Hunter S. Thompson, and we will follow down that rabbit hole. I don't know. I'm going back and forth on who I think will win that fight because I do think Tyron has had time to recover. He's gotten chin checked quite a bit.
Yeah.
His boxing, he has actual KOs. So, better than Askren. So I don't know. Who do you guys think?
I don't know. But here's an interesting one. Dropping deuces. Shaq is saying, if Woodley loses to Jake Paul, you should join us in the Red Hair Club and dye your hair red.
Me? No, that's not happening. I fear my girlfriend too much to do something so terrible.
Listen.
What's wrong with having red hair?
Don't knock it till you rock it, baby. Yeah. Like,
it's your problem.
We could form a band. Call ourselves the Archie.
You know what? I'll throw on a Snapchat filter. We'll see how it looks, and if she gives the thumbs up, we'll do it.
All right, so
Shaq with
approval permitting,
the ever confidence in his girlfriend.
Truly.
Please don't say yes, babe. Please, just so good.
Unearthed Toy is saying Lewis odds are crazy. It's a pick'em. It is a pick'em.
I don't think Jake or Logan Paul would want to throw hands with Derrick Lewis.
No, of course not.
I'm throwing that out there.
Did you hear the George Foreman story about Derrick Lewis?
That he repossessed his fucking car?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because they were training boxing.
That's funny.
Because Lewis decided to go into MMA instead of boxing. So Evander Holyfield just repoed the car he gave him.
George Foreman did.
Yes.
Yeah. You said Evander Holyfield.
Sorry, George Foreman.
Yeah.
It's been a long day.
It's been a long day. We're drinking. It's cool.
No, it's not even that. It's just I conflated my heavyweight boxers who were champions in the 90s.
That's fair. What are you guys drinking? Tell us.
Yeah, let us know in the chat what you're drinking, what you're sipping on tonight, what you're doing to enjoy the card tonight, enjoying it along with us. I'm Matt Ryan. That's Brendan Sokler. On the other side of the glass is Stephanie Sotilian. On the other side of the continent is Shakiel Mahjouri. He is watching along from the Great White North. And we've got all of the fat baby in the house. And if you like what you're watching, please be sure to subscribe, ring the notification bell, and you'll be a part of what we're doing every single time we go live. This is the team that brings you that action. Stephen Kelleher having some remnants. Good for you, sir. Play now saying Jägermeister with OJ, lemon juice, and honey.
That's
Interesting.
That sounds like a low rent version of a sidecar.
Interesting.
Yeah. You got kind of that licorice and the lemon and honey sort of thing.
Dropping Deuces having a Jack with Jack honey and ginger ale.
And Dakota having time.
Yes.
Good for you, Dakota.
A fan of the Botany Club is Dakota.
Dakota, try out our sponsor.
Yeah. Check out Enhance for some great CBD. Thizzlemic saying Jameson and Dr. Pepper. That is fantastic.
That sounds really good.
I am a fan of that. Sean Pick drinking from the Yellow Discipline Valve. Gunpla Gamer saying Fruit Punch Rockstar. Caden Chance Farley drinking a Monster, almost home from my 3-hour car drive. Well, we're glad to keep you entertained. Kelly Khan saying, I'm betting Stephanie can take all of you. Yeah.
Yes.
She could murder all three of us fairly easily.
Yeah.
Happened before, never mind.
Well, but Olive could take down, I think, all of us, right?
Yeah.
That's the established canon. It's Olive is queen, and then
Yes.
we all fall
Pedro
prey.
Munoz, second most significant strikes in UFC bantamweight history with 863, tied for fifth most wins in division history with 9, has finished 13 of his 19 wins, 5 by knockout, 8 by submission.
Now he looks a little bit like Dominic Cruz.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just going to keep pulling comps. for
Brett
this guy.
Thomas Austin drinking some Vermont double IPAs. Send
Ooh.
those our way, sir.
Yeah. We love those dippas.
Yeah, I'm a big Dippa drinker. Last time we saw Pedro Munoz, it was defeating Jimmy Rivera back in February by unanimous decision. Ended a 2-fight losing streak with losses to Frankie Edgar and Aljamain Sterling, both of them by decision. 4-2 in his last 6 with a knockout of Cody Garbrandt. We mentioned at the top of the program, Brendan, at UFC 235. Over 50% of his UFC fights, 8 of them, have gone to or past the third round. He is 3-5 in those fights. So when he goes to the third round, it is not good for him. He is knocked out 5, submitted 8, 6 by way of decision. And then you got Jose Aldo, who broke a 3-fight losing streak with a unanimous decision win over Marlon Vera back in December. He suffered losses to Peter Yan by TKO, Marlon Moraes by split decision, and a unanimous decision loss to Alexander Volkanovski. He is 4-5 since losing to Conor McGregor back at UFC 194.
Dakota asking what we think of Izzy versus Jones. I think it's not happening based on
Jones. Yeah, Jones is a heavyweight. Izzy's not going back to 205 anytime.
He's not
soon.
going back to 205 till he can put on the muscle for 205.
Yeah, and Jones isn't going back down.
Yeah, I really do believe that was the difference in his fight at 205 was the fact that he did not bulk appropriately, and therefore Blachowicz really just could lay on him and overpower him. I mean, speed kills, but at a certain point, if you are just being dragged into those deep waters, it's going to be really hard for you. So I do think Izzy eventually goes up to 205. I think he eventually puts on the muscle after he's finished cleaning out the division and murders Colby Covington, murders him to death. And then, maybe 4 years down the line, we get Jones Izzy.
Yeah.
But it's not going to be anytime soon.
And taking a look here at Jose Aldo, a record holder in every sense of the word in the featherweight division, but now as a bantamweight trying to remake his career. Interesting to drop weight late in your career.
I honestly thought he was going to go up to lightweight, and he's proven me wrong. I think this weight class sits well on him. It is an interesting choice. You usually are losing a bit of speed as you age. So you try to bulk up on power. He didn't go that way.
No.
And looks fast as fuck.
Yeah.
And you know what? He's looking loose. He's looking nice in the cage. Very, very crisp Van Dyke mustache combo.
Let's take a look at the tail of the tape. Both fighters 34. That feels impossible to me. Aldo at 5'7", Munoz at 5'6". Aldo with the 1 pound weight advantage, 136 to 135. But here's the big difference: a 70-inch reach advantage to a 65-inch reach for Munoz, a 5-inch reach advantage for Aldo. That is a big weapon in this fight.
To state something that may end in my comeuppance, I think that is the difference maker.
Yeah,
and I got Jose
by just, because my heart fucking wants it. So,
And for Jose Aldo, he has knocked out 17 humans, but he's been knocked out 4 times, and he's going up against a guy named Munoz, who's knocked out 5 opponents in his career. So there is some shot.
There's a shot. So you're saying there's a chance?
Yes. And people asking what our ages are. I am 32.
I am 33.
Yes.
Yeah.
And together.
25.
Fuck
young and
you.
healthy.
Shax will drop during the main event. We're very happy to have our prepubescent producer here.
I'm glad.
He's so young and handsome. I hate it. When Barnett dropped the babyface assassin moniker, Shaq tried to pick it up, and he was choked out by
Queen
Barnett.
Crystal Lynn saying McGregor broke Aldo. And you know what? The numbers kind of lead up to that. He's been 4-5 in his 9 fights since losing to Conor. 1-3 in title fights. The level of competition has scaled up.
Well,
And Aldo making the drop to bantamweight has been a good thing. But in step-up fights, in major moment fights for this fight against Munoz, this couldn't put him in a conversation for a potential title shot.
Well, we have also a factor in this, Matt, that you see with a lot of really revered and feared fighters. Your Fedors, your Vanderleys, and your Chuck Liddells, let's even say, and Ronda, where there's a mystique. And when that mystique is broken, people can see through that these are people. And your game plans can work against them. Because for a long ass time, no one was going to touch Jose Aldo.
No.
And for a long ass time, they didn't. This is a very telling point in Jose Aldo's career. He's had some losses. He just had a win. And I feel good about his chances here, but he has a really game competitor in Pedro Munoz.
Mike Beltran, the referee, and here we go, round number 1. Spinning back kick by Munoz, lands on Aldo. Both fighters standing in the center of the octagon. Leg kick missed by Munoz. Put some lefts and rights from Munoz, getting Aldo on his back foot, but Aldo pressing forward now after the leg kick attempt from Munoz. Trying to find an opportunity with a ton of time left is Jose Aldo.
Aldo not throwing anything yet, still trying to find his distance as Munoz goes for a spinning back kick.
Pressing on here is Jose Aldo, 4:17 left to go in the round. Aldo feigning a left, kind of giving a conductor motion, gets tagged really quick by Munoz.
Both men figuring out their distance, back and forth they go, not really throwing much. A couple of feinted jabs from both men.
Shots to the body by Aldo. Left-right combination by the former champion. Leg kick by Munoz. Aldo trying to react to what Munoz is doing.
It also seems like Jose Aldo is a much bigger man than Munoz. I'm noticing now.
Yeah. 3:37 left to go. Right hand landed by Aldo to the nose of Munoz. It's closer to the cheek, but 3:27 left to go. Spinning back kick by Munoz. A fun fact from C4 San Diego, Luque has the most Darce chokes in welterweight history. Will we see back-to-back Darce chokes on the main card tonight? We'll see in a little bit. Leg kick by Munoz. Caught up, and finding a way to get out of that Muay Thai clinch was Jose Aldo with 3:04 left to go in the round, trying to find an opportunity here. Either fighter to really break this fight open. Really similar game plan here, trying to feel each other out. 2 lefts and a beautiful knee by Aldo, landing it on the point and then throws another right on the button and stops a kick from Luque, holding his leg up. But Luque now, Munoz. Look, I missed the monitor.
We're fine, baby.
Munoz gets caught now. Pressing Aldo, tried to grab him by the nipples, it felt like. 2:31 left to go.
An underrated submission move, the nipple twist.
Give him the old dick twist. 2:25 left to go. Munoz missing a hard with an overhand left.
Aldo starting to look a little looser right now in his stance. Feet are a little wider. He's probably setting up for some leg kicks, which He throws like a fucking axe.
2:08 left to go in round number 1 of 3 in the UFC bantamweight division in our co-main event. Leading with the rights. Trying to find an opportunity here is Munoz landing a right to the jaw as Aldo was trying to pass him on by. A left from Aldo.
Aldo holding hands high, really blocking his face after getting tagged.
But he lands a right to the rib cage. Munoz holding his hands up. I'm trying to break from that fucking chat line I read. It was stuck in my head. 1.5 minutes left to go in round number 1. Munoz eating a right hand from Aldo. Blocking a kick is Aldo. Munoz trying to break something open here, trying to create some sort of consistency.
Munoz throwing in a higher volume, I'd say, than Aldo. While neither of their strikes have been seemingly that significant, it is probably enough this late in the round to probably earn him the round if he keeps it up.
Yep, and with 1:02 left to go in the round, Munoz trying to get Aldo to open up, and he eats a right hand, does Aldo, by Munoz right to the jaw, and then 2 pieces to the body, and then a straight left by Aldo to the face of Munoz.
Munoz tagging Aldo on the way out there with a left hand. Jabs from Munoz, left hand from Munoz.
35 seconds left to go in the round. Kick to the leg by Munoz. 30 seconds now left to go in round number 1. Kick to the thigh, kick to that inner thigh of Aldo. Aldo landing a right hand, landing some combinations. Munoz throwing some leather, and then a leg kick by Munoz. Munoz trying to stop this fight. Here an uppercut from Aldo, but Munoz will bounce away, and then a knee, then an overhand right from Munoz. Throwing hands here with just about 8 seconds left to go in round number 1. Spinning back kick evaded by Aldo, and we will go to round number 2 here in Houston with things lining up in the last 20 seconds.
I mean, a heck of a round, very even. I got to give it to Munoz. And I got to say, Jose Aldo needs to turn up the tempo on this. Something that I've noticed in the past couple Jose Aldo fights is a thing that I think, when I think Jose Aldo, I think leg kicks. And what I'm seeing here is not that. It is something that I think is such a huge difference maker when you are that excellent at them, as Jose Aldo is, in terms of fucking up your opponent's stance, their ability to get range, their ability to have any speed. And I don't think he threw a single one, as we're seeing a highlight of Munoz landing one on Aldo.
Queen Crystal Lynn asking, why does Pedro keep coming straight instead of using angles? I think it's him trying to bait. Yeah, in this first round, he's trying to find any way to get any of the tells from Aldo, and Aldo throwing right on the center line here in that first round. SS Grizzly Sin King _99 saying he needs to get back into the leg kicks. He was deadly with leg kicks.
Thank you. Fucking agree. It's nice being agreed with. But let's see what Aldo comes out with in this round. Munoz looking really good in that last round.
We begin round number 2 here in Houston. Matt Ryan joined by Brendan Sokler, and Munoz throwing some shots, just trying to fade Jose Aldo. And there's that leg kick again.
God damn it. It's really annoying me. Another one from Munoz. Munoz switching stances. Aldo with the left.
Standing in the center of the Octagon, live odds +100 for Aldo, -135 for Munoz. That fight has shifted drastically.
Yeah.
Another kick to the thigh. Kevin Ioli's having a 10-9 for Aldo. I don't know about that. Aaron Bronstetter all 10-9 for Aldo. Interesting that they're giving Aldo the first round. It's fair to give Aldo the first round, but now Munoz taking a step up here and trying to change the course of this fight according to what we in the internet community are saying. Munoz stepping in, throwing some vicious shots, but peeling away is Jose Aldo. Aldo standing in the center of the Octagon, eating a left from Munoz, throwing a left himself, and a downstairs combination from Aldo, the former WEC champion, bringing the fight here straight left by Aldo. Aldo bouncing away. You can see some blood possibly pooling underneath the nose. 21 landed to the head by Aldo, 10 by Munoz, 19-1 Munoz with shots to the leg, 14-4 for Jose Aldo.
A big slice of what the fuck about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you're asking if the main event has happened yet, no, that is the last fight of the night. We are not there yet. Needing a body overhand right by Munoz. Back and forth battle here. 3:22 left to go. Munoz trying to turn the tide. Kick to the thigh by Munoz.
You can't keep taking leg kicks like that and be able to move well. I really don't know what the fuck Jose's strategy is with that when he is known for those goddamn leg kicks. I have feelings, Matthew.
I understand, sweetie. It's okay.
Thank you, Bubba. All right, shot to the body from Jose Aldo to Pedro Munoz. Both men squaring off, hands held high. High kick by Pedro Munoz, blocked by Jose Aldo. Aldo throwing a right, throwing a left.
Twirling towards freedom. 2:40 left to go in round number 2. Aldo feigning that left hand. Another kick to the leg, another kick to the inner thigh, pardon me, by Munoz. Trying to just limber up. And Aldo gets a left to the jaw, and that takes him off his center line for a second. He had to bounce back, but he fires right in and eats an uppercut from Munoz, a hook from Munoz after throwing a few shots to the body of the opponent. Aldo trying to turn this around.
He's got to get loose and start firing. We're at the halfway point in this fight, and I got Munoz for the first round, and I'm going to give him the second round if Aldo doesn't turn it the fuck up.
And 2 minutes left to go in the second round, pushing away. Aldo 40 of 91, 44% of significant strikes, and Munoz landing more and throwing more at 40%, 41 of 107. So percentages-wise, Aldo the efficient striker, but the more proficient striker is Munoz.
Ooh, nice wordplay there,
Thank
Matt.
you.
Yeah.
And Munoz eating another left from Aldo. Aldo on his back foot still. Aldo trying to win this round. 91 seconds left to go. Marcus Spears, one of the many in the chat rooting for Jose Aldo. Aldo trying to control the pace here, brother.
Yeah, it's honestly, my heart is making me biased in this. I'll fucking own it. I really want to see Jose Aldo come out swinging, and he's not swinging with a high enough volume to be able to take this round right now. It has me honestly worried in terms of what his strategy is.
Well, his strategy right now is just to get out of the round or create an opportunity with 57 seconds left to go. Aldo utilizing
Another
that jab, but those
Another
leg kicks, they might pay dividends, but he's got to use them more. It's not a 5-round fight. It's a 3-round fight. He's about to be 5 minutes away from eating a loss.
But I do think they are already paying dividends, Matt. I don't think that Aldo is moving as quickly in and out or playing the angles the way that.
But he's still landing strikes, though.
He's landing strikes.
And Munoz is not moving his head. And
Which begs the
let's take a
question.
look at the significant strikes in around Munoz 26, Aldo 38. So you can talk about the significance of those leg kicks, but right now Aldo is scoring points, and as we've seen during the night, scoring points is the thing that will save you in this fight, and it's the perceived control of the octagon. And
This
another
is a
straight
conversation
left
about
from
judges.
Munoz.
Yeah. I mean, and you never know with judges. You never know with judges, particularly outside of Nevada, what we're dealing with.
Even in Nevada. 3 seconds left to go, and we will go to a third round here in Houston. And it's probably going to be a 20-18 fight right now for Jose Aldo. Shout out to Mark Bensivenga from East Vancouver, hanging out with us, having some bevs, visiting the Botany Club. Shaq, what from your perspective right now, is this a 10-9 fight, or is that a 10-9 round? And so for who?
I'm going to give a 10-9 Aldo. I think he closed the gap a lot on the strikes. His defense is pretty good. I don't know how close you guys are on to the monitor, but on my end in that first round, he blocked a lot of the leg kicks. He blocked a lot of the strikes to the head, to the body. But in that first round, Pedro was more active, and I think I could see a 10-9 either way. For me, round 2, Aldo was more effective, more accurate, and they had a much closer strike total. So based on the fact that I can't determine who did more damage, I'm going to go with who landed more punches at a more effective clip, and I think that was Aldo. Also, shout out to my fellow Vancouverite.
And we are in round number 3. Aldo
Nick Castro asking, who do we have in the main event?
We will let you know in the main event. And shout out to Tim watching us from Australia. Shout out for the commentary. Hey, Gene USMC, glad you're with us. And Aldo sparking it off here.
What a flurry by Aldo. Aldo teeing off.
Launching lefts and rights, throwing the knee. He knows that he's got to finish this fight, and he might have gassed himself out there as Munoz presses him up against the fence.
It is something to say about his veteran nature that he saw that he needs to be putting out that output, and output he puts.
And shout out to Queen Crystal Lynn watching us from Texas. Let us know where you're watching from tonight. 420 Blazer. Let's go in round number 3.
Crystal Lynn, you should just go over to the stadium and tell us what's going on. Like, come on.
Spinning, what a spinning head kick attempt from Munoz. And Aldo showing him some respect, dabbing up there with his opponent on something that looked very cool that could have killed him.
It looked very pretty and balletic. I enjoyed it.
Aldo, shot to the body, shot to the face.
Just throwing that straight left, trying to land that left jab, leading with his right. Got his right held up high, but using that left to bounce around. Big Mac in Hawaii, Mike in Indiana, and we got Michael in North Carolina. Punch to the body by Aldo. Catch me out in Nebraska. What's up to you? And now 3:30 left to go in the round number 3. In the third round of our bantamweight co-main event, right before Ciryl Gane and Derrick Lewis battle for the UFC interim heavyweight title. 3:16 what left to go in the third round. And this has been what we saw more of the first round between both of these guys. A little slow, a little plotting.
But also you have
and also shutting me the fuck up with a right to the face. Shout out to Carlos Rodriguez, just donated, subscribing to the cause. Be sure to subscribe, like, and throw us a super chat. A leg kick from Aldo.
No, this is a huge difference in Aldo. He's really unleashing stuff. That straight left jab that he keeps throwing is just making its way out the middle and just getting him a lot of perception and points in the judge's eyes, and really unleashing his hands in this round, Matt.
2.5 minutes left to go. Tyberg is saying, show the screen and shut your dick beaters. How about you? Go fuck yourself. Low kick, and Aldo took Munoz down with the leg kick. Munoz bouncing right back up and now trying to throw hands. And what a change of pace. Aldo sending him down, but Munoz stepping right up and stepping right into this fight.
This is awesome.
Yeah, this has been a hell of a fight. Aldo getting the leg kick now.
The difference between the power of their leg kicks, also Aldo avoiding several strikes from Munoz, the power that Aldo's getting behind that leg kick is something else.
And with 1:49 left to go in this one, Aldo feigning with that left hand, trying to find that 5-inch reach, and another spinning kick attempt by Munoz.
My God, what a fight we have on our hands, Matty. 1:30 left in the final round of our co-main event.
And shout out to Queen Crystal Lynn subscribing.
Thanks.
And shout out to Aldo landing that right uppercut on the jaw of Munoz and then hitting him with a piñata.
Hot diggity fuck, gang. Aldo has turned it up. This is a different gear Aldo.
I believe 104 significant strikes have been landed by Jose Aldo in this fight, beating his record of 102.
My God. What a bad bitch is Jose Aldo. The output that he's having in this round is just something of note. Bouncing around like he hasn't been kicked in the leg 40 fucking times. It is a testament to the power that he's not getting hit with in that leg.
Yeah.
The fact that he can still move like that. A proper leg kick can really fuck up a ligament.
We've seen what happens with a proper leg kick.
Yes.
Time and time again in this sport. 32 seconds left to go in round number 3. Aldo landing 40 of 52 significant strikes, so 77%. Munoz 9 of 32 for 28%. This is Jose Aldo's round. Another spin kick attempt by Munoz, who is being outclassed here in the third round. There's a trickle of blood by his left eyebrow, and Aldo just piling on the punches, trying to finish this one out. He knows he's probably going to get the UD, but my God, this man is throwing some leather. Give Jose Aldo a title shot. Give them both the $75,000. We'll go to scorecards here in Houston. Shaq, what do you got for us?
Hey, I mean, I think there's no doubt all around that was Aldo's round. I'm going to guess somewhere between the 29-28 to 30-27 mark for Aldo. But like we said, it's Houston. They've been okay on the main card thus far, but would anyone really be surprised if Texas scored even that third round for Pedro Munoz?
But shout out to C4 San Diego donating $5 to the cause, saying Ryan is talented. Oh, thank you. Andrew Palchek saying, "Are your eyes even open now? Right now, Matt? They are.
Yeah.
I just have small eyes.
Small eyes, clear hearts, can't lose.
The Beverly Hills Bush Ranger, fantastic name.
Real good.
Picking Aldo. Crystal Asia saying Aldo by split decision.
I'd say so.
We got Tasca from India. Shout out to you, Tasca, hanging out with us.
Oh, the dude in the middle.
Yeah.
I'm
So
not in the middle.
You gotta raise your volume there a little bit, Shaq. Marcus Spear is saying some fire commentary. Well, thank you. You
Thanks,
guys are
gang.
fire viewers.
I did need to turn up my volume, actually, so thanks for the heads up.
And we got 727 humans watching us right now on the Combat Culture YouTube channel. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. And also, you know what? Tell your friends. Be sure to follow us on
Tell your
Twitter.
mother.
Yeah, be sure to follow us on Twitter. Share the link on Twitter. Tag us. And let us know if there's anything funny. Dylan Sellers saying subscribe to awesome commentary.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Dylan.
And let's go to the scorecards from our own Bruce Buffer.
They're
He's not-
really jaw-jacking back and forth.
they're just having fun.
But being like, hey, you know what? That was a great time. That was a great time.
All three
I had a good time.
Georgias score the cards. 30-27 for Jose Aldo. What a fight for Jose Aldo. 30-27 across the board. And Munoz celebrating with Jose Aldo.
You love to fucking see it.
Yeah.
I mean,
And now Munoz and Aldo showing each other love.
oh, that fucks me up. That's really nice.
Aw.
They're a little misty. I'm a little
Aw.
misty. Just a tremendous show of sportsmanship from both men and a hell of a fight. I still give my fight of the night to the Torres fight.
Yeah,
but
15 minutes of beating the piss out of someone and then you hug and kiss them. That's the beauty of this sport.
Truly. And now Jose Aldo with Christopher Nolan translating for him.
Young Aaron Sorkin in the cut. Play now. They were giving each other kisses on the cheek. They were not full-blown making out.
I mean, you have to
Pat
play extra.
Cannon asking, wait, what does 30-27 mean? That
All
means,
rounds scored for Aldo.
yeah, 10-9 rounds across the board for Jose Aldo. Back-to-back wins for Aldo, and now that makes him
10-9 each round
Yeah.
for Jose Aldo.
that
and
makes him at 500 since losing to Conor McGregor. That's 5-5 since losing to Conor McGregor.
I don't know if you guys caught the graphic on the screen in the third round, but he actually set his personal best
Yeah,
significant strike
104.
tally
Yeah.
and anything beyond when that was shown, which is weird just when you think about the fact that he's been in quite a few fights that have gone 4 or 5 rounds. Yet this was his best output. And we were even saying it was a little low in the first round and even maybe a little bit in the second, but
He
cranked it in
The third round was pinata crazy.
Grizzly saying they weren't Anderson Silva kissing. Dang.
Yeah, I know. It's a true shame. You talk to the chat. I will be right back.
Yeah, do the thing, and then I'll tag out. It was pretty goddamn good. Heartwarming thing, Shaq, to see Jose Aldo in the W column. Who do you give him next? And also, chat, let us know who you think next for Jose Aldo.
well, I was thinking during because you know what, if you think back, Jose Aldo got kind of gifted that bantamweight title shot against Peter Yan, and despite getting just smushed by the end of it, he was looking pretty good the first few rounds, and I'd argue he was looking better than Aljamain Sterling for a longer period of time. So he really has. He's only 34 years old, which is impossible to believe considering how long how long he's been like this pillar of the lighter weight classes. But he might have some wear and tear, some mileage, but he's still young enough to make a run for it. You can't give him Peter Yan. Sterling and Yan are going to do the rematch anyway. Man, I think so. In front of Aldo, you're going to have Rob Font, Corey Sandhagen, TJ Dillashaw, Peter Yan, and then Aljamain Sterling at the top. Those all sound good. I think Jose Aldo versus Corey Sandhagen would be
Sandhagen
amazing.
was actually my pick there.
Also, if for whatever reason, let's say there's a holdup between Yan and Sterling, but I think the UFC is very keen on making that fight just because I think, candidly, they want to get the title back on Yan, considering how it went last time. I think Dillashaw will probably wait out his time for a title shot, but if something happens and you can slide a TJ Dillashaw versus Jose Aldo fight,
that's sexy.
That would be amazing. So there's nothing but good options. And then if you have a lot of confidence in Rob Font and you want to build him, that's a good fight too, Rob Font, Jose Aldo. But I think Dillashaw Aldo selfishly is the one I want to see. I think there's something to be figured out between the Fonts, Aldos, and Sandhagens of the world. But yeah, there's no bad choice. There's no bad choice.
Shaq, this was a great take, and my stank face in the middle of that was not to your take, but to reckless piece of shit Greg Abbott being on camera. Fuck that guy and every dead person that are on his head. But hell of a fight that we just had. Real good stuff if I'm highlighting the good things. Fuck Greg Abbott if I'm highlighting the bad things. And I'm going to tag out with Abbott. Tank Abbott. That's the Abbott that I want. Or Costello and Abbott. I don't know. Fuck.
Hi, everybody. I'm back. Shout out to Carlos Rodriguez in the chat saying, I'll let my peeps know you guys are doing great. Yes, please.
Thank you.
Please do
very
that.
much appreciate that. Matt, we're just having this conversation. Who do you give Aldo next? If you look at the rankings, it's obviously the champ, Aljamain Sterling, Peter Yan, then you have TJ Dillashaw, Corey Sandhagen, Rob Font, and Aldo at 5. I mean, I don't think there's a bad option there.
I think Sandhagen's the fight to make because after that, he's going to fight the winner of Dillashaw, Yan, Sterling,
yeah.
That trilogy, that triumvirate. And I think he fights the winner of that. So it's going to be Aldo and Sandhagen.
Yeah. And then
ostensibly a title eliminator.
Yeah. I mean, it puts Rob Font in an unfortunate position where he is deserving of something in the title contender realm next, but the way the math adds up, it might not happen. I will say, I was telling Brendan, if there's some holdup for some reason with Sterling and Yan, and I think the UFC is very eager to get that title back on Yan, if you're looking at a long wait for Dillashaw, I say you just make TJ Dillashaw Jose Aldo because that's such a dream matchup. I don't care if there are fights that make a little bit more sense. I want to get that while it's possible.
But putting the title on the line in a fight like that does better for UFC's business because if they do Aldo versus Dillashaw, that's gonna legit be a fight night main event.
Well, so here's what you do: you wait for Sterling and Yan, you delay the hell out of it for whatever reason, and then you just or you know what, the way the UFC handles things tonight, you can have Sterling and Yan for the bantamweight title, and then right under that have Dillashaw Jose Aldo for the interim bantamweight title.
Why not?
I would not be surprised if that's how that goes.
You know, just for shiggles, you also have Nick Diaz versus Masvidal for the baddest motherfucker who happens to also be in line for a bantamweight title shot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even though they're not.
No reason, no logic.
I'm sure I've already mentioned this on every episode that we've brought up Jorge Masvidal, but when they unveiled the BMF belt, they actually passed it around to the media. We had to wear like white gloves. I was the first media member to get a hold of that BMF title. So Jorge Masvidal, you know who the real champ is. Come find me.
Let's have Masvidal versus Shaq.
Yeah, I'm here for it. I'd watch that.
You're in the weight class.
Yeah.
Crystal Lynn asking us to talk about the main event. We should talk about the main event.
We should talk about the main event. Here we are. Main event time. The heavyweight interim title fight that you didn't know you needed, and you probably don't.
But Ciryl Gane, 9-0. 3 of his last 4 wins were decision wins against Alexander Volkov, Jairzinho Rozenstruik, and Tanner Boser. The other was a TKO of Junior Dos Santos. And also, folks, this fight's brought to you by our friends at Enhanced CBD. We've been plugging them all night, but Enhanced CBD, it is made especially for those who train mixed martial arts We want you to be a part of it. It's awesome. They have a variety of things. They have gummies, they have drops, they have balms, they have all of this and more. Click the link in our description. Steph will drop it in the YouTube chat. Be sure to do that, and also put in the word combat for 10% off your order, and that helps the cause.
Now, the drops, I took the 3,000 and I feel pretty great.
Yeah.
And I hear the balm is the balm.
The balm is fantastic, and thank you to our friends at Enhance for being our sponsor
Thank
tonight.
you so much.
That's enhanced.com. That's Enhanced. That's ENHANCD.com. I just wanted to make sure I spelled it correctly. But also, you can click the link in our description and be sure to use the code COMBAT for 10% off your order. Be sure to do that. Get yourself some awesome CBD. Shout out to the team in both Australia and San Francisco for sending this stuff along and being a sponsor of tonight's show.
It's been a fantastic show, and we really do appreciate our sponsors. And if you're interested in sponsoring us, please just hit us up on Twitter or the Instagrams. We are out there. Matt, what's your handle?
M Ryan Consulting. You can follow Brendan at Brendan Sokler.
Yeah.
You can follow Shaq at Shaq_Fu. That's SHAK_Fu. You can follow Steph on Twitter at Steph Sotilli. Ciryl Gane, undefeated, 9-0, a former two-time French Muay Thai champion. Finished 6 of his 9 wins, 3 by knockout, 3 by submission. Those other 3, those recent decision wins that we spoke about when he was making his way into the Octagon. Guys, this is an interesting stylistic clash. Gone as the deeper he's gone into the UFC, and he's had a few 5-round fights.
Mm-hmm.
He has been a fighter that definitely has had to fight against a variety of athletes, but I don't think any of them are the level of question. Question.
Thanks,
like,
Terry.
In the process of, I'm sorry that line popped me. He's not fought a fighter like Derrick Lewis.
No. I mean, also, there's very few fighters like Derrick Lewis.
Yeah.
Derrick Lewis has always kind of reminded me of a heavyweight Chuck Liddell.
You know what he reminds me? He reminds me of the old school MMA heavyweight.
Well, he is practiced and is utterly proficient in striking.
Yeah.
Like, that is his thing. If he's going to finish you, it's through that for the most part, right? I think all but maybe one of his finishes are through strikes.
Well, if you're to ask him, he described his style as street fighting. He is trying to make this as close to a street fight as possible because that's what he liked doing growing up.
Yep.
If you're on top, he's just going to push you back up. He has no interest. It's the floor's lava with that guy. Like, he is there to beat the crap out of you.
Yeah.
And if you don't want Derrick Lewis to beat the crap out of you, I'm sorry, last thing, Brendan.
Yes.
We're about 50 subscribers away from a subscriber goal tonight, so I've met the Black
hit
Beast. They'll send him your way.
If you're watching us in the chat right now, it's the most we've had all night long. Be sure we are getting closer and closer to our subscriber goal. Be sure to ring that bell, hit the notification button, let us know you subscribed, because then we'll shout you out right here on the air. Take a look. Marathon Refrigeration saying Ryan is the human main event alarm clock in case you fall asleep. That's why we're here. Alan Shara saying 10K in Dogecoin. Lewis poops himself. Second KO. Gane gets knocked out by the smell.
Oh my God! There's people saying that Derrick Lewis can only be beaten by terrible diseases, which unfortunately seems utterly timely this year.
Yeah.
But
Cat's Meow saying just subscribe. Well, thank you so much for subscribing, Cat's Meow.
You know, I feel like Terry subscribed based on her love of me, or his love of me.
Their love of you, yes.
Their love of me.
Sean Pick saying Lewis is boring until he KOs. Well, that's everybody.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mr. Mullet, the person who just followed us. Joel Ramos donating $2 to the cause. Shout out to Cool Runnings.
Hey, that's fun.
Yeah.
Why Cool Runnings?
I believe that's the drinking game tonight in Brooklyn.
That's the drinking game tonight in Brooklyn. Yes, Joel. Oh my God. What up, Joel?
Shout out to Joel.
Yeah, no, I was like, what sort of happenstance is this that Cool Runnings is a thing?
And a shout out to Purposeful Porpoise saying Lewis can knock out Jaws. I would pay to see that. Derrick Lewis, 4-fight winning streak, most knockouts in UFC heavyweight history with 12. Has finished 21 of his 25 wins, 20 of those by knockout. The only one was a submission win.
Also, if you happen to be in New York, check out Drinking Game NYC. They just did a reading of Cool Runnings at the Bell House where you drank along with it. They're fucking rad.
Shout out to Megan who watched us at the Connor fight. Thank you so much for watching us then and watching us now.
Oh my goodness, am I excited for this fucking
Same
fight.
here.
Derrick Lewis could KO the Sun.
I was inside Madison Square Garden when Derrick Lewis fought Daniel Cormier. I was covering the fight for a former employer. And I have to say, Derrick Lewis's presence made the Garden feel special that night. Even though he lost, even though he took the JOB on a short notice fight where both of them were a little fakaked.
Yeah, but like also the balls on the man. They are a fire.
Yes.
And he showed the fuck up against Cormier. Banana pants.
Shout out to Lil Dad 79. He subscribed. Shaq Life saying Lewis is the MMA Wilder without his terrible personality. No need to denigrate Deontay Wilder. Jeremiah Osborne saying Lewis looks in the best shape he's ever been. Yeah, that is true.
That's real.
Let's
talk,
take
kids.
a look at the tail of the tape for tonight's fight. Derrick Lewis 36, Ciryl Gane 31. Gane with the 1-inch height advantage, 6'4" to 6'3" of Lewis. But the weight advantage is the big one here. Derrick Lewis at a half pound under the championship limit at 264.5. Gane at 247. Gane with a 2-inch reach advantage, 81 to 79.
It is striking the image that they're using for Derrick Lewis and in how much better shape he looks. He really put in the fucking work in this camp, dude.
Yeah, no, he certainly did.
Oh my goodness.
South Face Skateboarding said if it ends round 1, 2, 3, it's Lewis by KO. If it ends 4th, 5th, or distance, it's Gone all the way. So that when we get into these championship rounds, it's certainly going to be an interesting conversation for this fight.
Hot damn, gang. This is going to be a hell of a good one. Mergliata, my favorite pasta, is our referee for
Herb Dean not officiating tonight on the main card.
Oh,
was he?
Watch me missing him.
Shaq, he didn't do the prelims, did he? And also,
you make it out to be as if I watched the prelims when I didn't have to work today. Other than this.
And while
We're
the
just trying to blow
official
up your spot,
and
Shaq.
while we have the official introductions for the fight right now, we have a ton of thumbs up on our channel on this video.
Thanks, gang.
But we want you guys to do some more thumbs up, throw some more thumbs up in there, hit that button, hit the notification bell, but also hit that thumbs
Like,
up
share, subscribe.
because that'll tell people that you're watching this and more people will want to watch it because you think it's cool because you in fact are cool.
Yeah. It's the cool people approval theory. Ooh,
Yes.
the CBD, it hitting real good.
William Stalvey saying it will never go to 2 championship rounds. Cat's too big. Adam saying Mara Ronaldo getting excited. Oh, baby, you just wait. You just wait, chicken pie. Eddie Cantu saying Gane runs Lewis into an empty tank, then takes the dub in the third with a surprise KO. Interesting. We have seen Derrick Lewis get knocked out 4 times. He's only tapped once, and he's 2 decision losses. So
wait, Gane is taking the KO in the third in that sentence? This is the opposite of what I was saying.
Gunplug Gamer saying subscribe. Honestly, one of the best live casts I've seen in a while. Thank you. Christopher Elliott subscribed. Is it the Chris Elliott?
I choose yes.
Mormon Freeman hitting the subscribe button.
Mormon Freeman?
Yes, Mormon Freeman.
So
Gavin
good.
Smith, you got me subscribed. Conor McGregor's neighbor from Crumlin over in Dublin, now living in the ATL. Long story, but keep up the good work. Gavin, thank you so much, my Irish compatriot, for hitting the subscribe button. Shout out to Crumlin. Shout out to the ATL. Shout out to Killer Mike. Shout out to Run the Jewels.
Yeah. I fucking love that man.
Me too.
God damn. Derrick Lewis looks goddamn great.
He looks like he's about to eat somebody.
Oh my! There is something that I do factor into these fights, for better or worse. It is presentation of mentality. Derrick Lewis looks like he came here to fucking throw down.
He is ready to take a title. Wade Stewart saying you lads are great. Donnie Dingles is subscribed. William Stalby, Matt, do the live remote. Hit me up on the Tweety Birds, boys and girls. We'll make that shit happen.
Yeah, look, if you want us to come do events anywhere, holler. We are available and ready.
Mergliata giving the official instructions.
I'm way more excited for this fight than I thought I was going to be, Matt. This is going to be a banger.
Yeah, this is going to be pretty nuts.
And Ciryl Gane looks fantastic. He always looks fantastic, though. It's like, duh.
Ciryl Gane looks great.
Shout out to Eddie Spishak. Shout out to Mark. Shout out to Dirty Doughboy Simon and Vincer. And here we go. Round number 1 of 5 for the interim UFC Heavyweight Championship. Both men standing in the center of the octagon. Gane, the more active fighter. Gane going for a savate kick. He kind of feinted on that one. 15 seconds gone by. Round number 1.
Both bouncing around, not really throwing yet. I don't expect that to last overly long.
Nah.
This is something, though, where both men have Jesus.
Oh! Lewis he misses a shot and then eats one from Gane. He gets right back up, but a slip early here by Derrick Lewis, who's back to the fence as Gane continues to slowly apply pressure.
I mean, it is something that can fuck with your mentality if you throw a leg kick and fall flat on your ass.
Yeah.
Within the first minute of the fight. But Derrick Lewis, goddamn professional, throwing a leg kick again.
Throws a kick right to the body, caught him with his toenails, and Gane looking comfortable in the pocket. Kick to the knee by Gane.
Gane looking real comfy right now.
And Lewis trying to figure out a game plan against a 2-time French Muay Thai champion, a fighter who is undefeated in both the sport of Muay Thai and mixed martial arts. Gane looking to be emphatic in victory tonight as we are just about 1:20 gone by here in round number 1.
Gane's strategy just seems to be fuck with Derrick Lewis's leading leg and, hope he slows down. Lewis, not being a speed king right now, but,
he's trying to figure out Gane. A lot of people predicting Lewis by knockout. Body kick missed by Gane. 3:15 left to go in round number 1.
Right now, I have Ciryl Gane up as he is out pointing him, but it is not something where I do feel Derrick Lewis has been put in any type of.
It is more of a fencing match than a fight right now. Both men trying to find points, and Adam Moore in the chat saying it exactly, a first round feel out.
Truly.
And feigning Lewis and Gane respecting the body game of Derrick Lewis.
Movement from Derrick Lewis.
That's got to be terrifying, though. Derrick Lewis coming at you like that.
2:40 left to go in the round. Gane trying to fumble and futz around. 2:30 left to go. Leg kick landed by Gane to the outside leg of Lewis, missing with a straight left. Did Ciryl Gane.
I mean, as much as Ciryl Gane is getting up in points, he's also revealing his distance strategy.
Yeah.
And Derrick Lewis is taking note.
And feigning there, but getting Gane on his back foot is Lewis, trying to get inside the head of Ciryl Gane, and it might be effective, but pushing forward is Ciryl Gane. Gane trying to just create something, utilize that distance.
Derrick Lewis is being very economical in his movement, but when he starts going in,
punch to the ribs by Lewis, 13-0. Gane leading in significant strikes.
You see Derrick Lewis moving in and out.
And we've got our first dick kick of the night. Lewis tried to go for a thigh kick, and Lewis kicking him right in the brickleberry.
Right in Yadong?
Yeah, right in Yadong. Let's take a look again on the replay. Tried to go for a body kick, and Gane turning into it. Didn't look like it caught him much. It just caught him on the cuff.
A big toe across the junts.
Yeah.
Walk it off.
He gave him the Shabbat Shalom. He gave him the moil.
Right in the croissants.
Oof.
Just shaving off a couple of crumblies.
And Gane has 5 minutes to take, and he's ready to go. He's going to go back.
My dick's made of steel, says Ciryl Gane.
Nate Gage saying, did you say Briggleberry? What the fuck? Yes. Body kick attempt by Gane. 90 seconds left to go in the first round. Body kick by Lewis. Lewis trying to find something here, putting the pressure on, and now Gane trying to go for the takedown, and Lewis just powers out of it.
This is where my Chuck Liddell comparison came, is Derrick Lewis has such strong strikes and such good sprawl. It's fucking wild.
Shout out to Frankie Lopez, who just subscribed. 1:05 left to go in the round, and Lewis going right after him, almost hit him with a rapid punch to the back of the head, and Gane was on his bicycle both men now back in the center of the octagon. Lewis stepping back further and further, and a can kick attempt by Lewis. Gane with 47 seconds left to go in the round, in control of the round, but Lewis at any time can explode and land right in your soul and beat you in an instant.
It is truly fucking something, and would have been something if this ended with a rapid punch to the back of the head for an interim title fight.
That would be the perfect ending, and a punch to the temple by Gane, an overhand right kick to the body by Gane. Gane throwing that left.
Eye poke.
Oh, and they're calling out the eye poke. Miragliotta keeping it moving here.
Oh, that worries me. I would love to see a replay on that, Matt. But Gane really not taking advantage of that, which is fucking weird.
And we will end round number 1 with a stalemate. Lewis touching his eye, looking concerned about the eye. Let's see the replay here. Ooh, that caught him with that left right in the eye, and might have caught the corner of the glove right into the eye of Derrick Lewis.
That didn't appear to be an open hand, or as we call it, a John Jones.
And we got over 1,200 people watching us in the chat right now. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. Share this with your friends. Be sure to be a part of this right now. We are in round 1 of our main event here. I'm Matt Ryan. That's Brendan Sokler. On the other side of the glass is Steph Sotilli. And also joining us up in Canada is Shakiel Mahjouri.
Shakiel, we are right now working towards a subscriber goal. How are we looking? I'm seeing lots of subs in the chat.
Let me take a look. Unfortunately, I have to refresh manually because it's not.
But let's take a look I'll take a look at the chat real quick. Wayne Kerr is the broke version of Dierks Bentley and Michael Moore, pretty solid commentators. Thank you. Frankie Lopez liked and shared. Thank you so much. Skirt Chaser, like and subscribe.
It's like we're about 20 away.
We are 20 people away from breaking our subscriber goal. Round 2 getting underway. There. 20 subscribers by the end of round 2. Let's get it. You got 4:55 to do it. Both men standing in the center on the octagon.
Oh my God. Ciryl Gane with it. Big leg kicks. He's looking so comfortable, Matt.
He is.
But anytime Derrick Lewis decides to start closing the distance, he looks scared shit. And I would be too.
And Gane throwing that left hand. He's got that left hand low. He is feeling himself right now. This is not good. Oh, what the fuck was that? He went for a standing karate kick. Did Derrick Lewis and a kick to the back of the thigh by Derrick Lewis.
You see the difference in the impact from them, which is something a little crazy when you consider Ciryl Gane, expert fucking striker, but the power that Derrick Lewis gets behind these.
Sweet biscuit sopping Jesus. 4:05 left to go in the round. Trying to finish this one off here is Ciryl Gane. You can see both fighters breathing a little heavy. 3:55 left to go. Gane controlling the center of the octagon. Lewis a little closer to the fence. Leg kick by Gane to the knee of Derrick Lewis.
Derrick Lewis trying to close the distance. Gane on his bicycle backpedaling.
And now Lewis controlling the center of the octagon, pacing around with 3:37 left-right combination by Gane. And Lewis and Gane looking like he said he got his eye poked, and Lewis saying nope. 3:30 left to go in the round. We are in the second of 5.
Grizzly Sin King saying leg kicks are going to be a factor.
Lewis trying to go for the takedown. Gane finding a way out of it, but Lewis perplexing Ciryl Gane here in the second round.
You know, it's really interesting, Matt. He's throwing a takedown and a karate kick attempt, like really trying to keep Ciryl Gane guessing.
Head kick attempt by Lewis. 3:01 left to go in the round.
And remember, this is a 5-round fight.
Bicycle knee by Derrick Lewis. This is bananas. I love it. I love it.
You remember in wrestling games where you give your wrestler all the super moves and shit? That's Derrick Lewis in this fight. He's just throwing the super combos.
And I think he's just trying to get inside the head of Ciryl Gane.
Agreed.
Trying to screw with him, throw as much as he can. Knee by Gane, but turned around by Lewis. Lewis trying to go for the takedown here. Derrick Lewis trying to go for the takedown. And now turned around by Gane, who gets him in the clinch. Knee to the body by the former 2-time Muay Thai champion.
This is not probably where you want to be if you're Derrick Lewis. It is where you want to be if you're Ciryl Gane. There is a possibility for some decent Muay Thai and dirty boxing and really kneeing at the legs and trying to cut off Derrick Lewis's ability to charge at Ciryl Gane is what he's trying to do with these knees to the inside of the quad.
Yeah, going inside the quad, going through the knee, a shoulder strike by Gane, 155 left to go. And Lewis finds a way out of it, almost tripped up there. And standing in the center of the octagon are both fighters. Gane once again controlling the dead center. Lewis with his back to the fence.
We
Another
have
kick to the knee.
We have Grizzly Sin King saying, waiting for Lewis to pull off sweet chin music. He hasn't tuned up the band yet, damn it.
A solid right hand, though, from Lewis. 34-52 from Gane. I missed the stats on that one, but landing 65% of, I believe, his significant strikes. Minute 24 left to go in the round. Gane breathing a little heavier than he did at the start of the round.
Mike Scott wants you to shave your head and your beard.
Have fun with that. And Gane pressing Lewis up against the fence one more time. And knee inside of the thigh and another shoulder strike by Ciryl Gane. That knee to the inside thigh is going to be effective for Lewis. Pardon me, for Gane here as we get deeper and deeper into round number 2.
You know, I have to say, though, the way this fight is going, it's going Gane. You should.
45 seconds left to go. And Gane with a right hand, an overhand right. And Lewis going right after him. Gane with another overhand right. Lewis now trying to counter punch against Gane. Gane with his hands down, showing his confidence, trying to show off for the judges here and try to reverse the psychology on Derrick Lewis.
Yeah, but Derrick Lewis is the man with the golden gun. It is one shot and he fucking murders you.
We've seen the walk-off before, and it's happened in the 3rd round. Danny Garcia in the chat saying it's getting dicey. It is a little dicey out there with 12 seconds now left to go in round number 2 of 5 for the interim UFC Heavyweight Championship. Lewis missing with another high kick attempt. Tried to go for a leaping kick and a beautiful kick by Gane, missing wide. And we will go to round number 3 here in Houston. And Derrick Lewis walking to the corner slightly dejected.
Scott X-rated putting in his phone number.
That's nice.
Weird.
Jimmy Dead Soul motherfuckers both asshole. I don't know what that means. Logan Campbell shouting out the golden gun comment.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, a heck of a fight so far. My prediction that I made at the beginning of this show was you're going to have Ciryl Gane do 3 rounds of ass whooping with Derrick Lewis getting the KO in the 3rd. Let's see if I'm fucking right.
Gavin Smith asking, how is Derrick's cardio? It's holding up. He's breathing a little heavy, but his cardio isn't the thing that's being tested. It's his patience.
Yeah, this is a question of output, and he's not doing it so much that he's putting himself in cardio danger. He knows this is a 5-round fight. He is trying. The first round was entirely figuring out the distance. The second round, you have Ciryl Gane getting very comfortable. And if I were Derrick Lewis, I'm waiting to catch him. And him getting comfortable is a good thing for that.
And we are just about 10 minutes away, 10 subscribers away from our goal. And I feel like we're going to get it at the end of the round. JT saying, what happened to the supposed eye poke? Well, it just never ended up materializing.
Yeah, we think it was a corner of a glove, but was a nothing burger. And round 3, kicking it off.
Shout out to Matthew Walker in Honolulu. 4:38 left to go in round number 3. Body kick by Ciryl Gane. Gane, in my opinion, winning the first 2 rounds, and those leg kicks starting to take effect.
Agreed.
Because Lewis is starting to sell for him. Overhand right miss by Gane, and a little bit of a bounce in his step for Derrick Lewis. Lewis really trying to find an opportunity here to go for that knockout. Trying to send it home here. Trying to win in his hometown of Houston.
South Face Skateboarding informing me that if it's a KO in the 3rd, it's 33-1. So thank you for those odds, South Face.
That's some solid odds right there. So if you
I could make that $1 if I bet on anything ever.
Kick to the knee by Gane. And Gane continuing to wear down Derrick Lewis. We are in the 3rd round of 5. And another kick to the knee by Ciryl Gane to Derrick Lewis.
It's a fantastic strategy on Gane's part because the thing that could get him caught is Derrick Lewis charging and getting that clip on him. If you take away the leg, you take away his shit.
And Gane, with his hands down,
He's baiting him.
Yeah, he's baiting him. He's waiting for him to come out. He's waiting for him to throw that hand. He's waiting for anything, and nothing's really coming out from Derrick Lewis. And we've seen some flashes of it, and grabbing that leg now, Lewis, after the kick.
Oh, that's not good. He's seeming to test his weight on it, which is not a great sign.
No, and there might be a hematoma starting up. And Gane switching his stance, and Lewis is throwing a head kick, kind of lands it, but somewhat blocked by Gane. And we seemingly have hit our goal of 131,000 subscribers, according to Clay Cook. So shout out to everybody who subscribed. Don't stop now. If you're still watching, be sure to subscribe. In a body kick attempt by Lewis, not landing. 2:51 left to go in the round. I'm Matt Ryan, joined by Brendan Sokler, and Gane getting him up against the fence. Now Lewis got him in a belly-to-belly, trying to go for the takedown here.
Can he bring him down,
Derrick Lewis trying to bring it down. He's got a submission on his record. Right now, 16-20 of us watching this fight together, and only one shot by Lewis to the head, to the stomach, and to the legs. 16, 10, and 36 for Gane. He has landed 36 leg kicks so far in this fight.
One could call this one-sided. One could.
Purposeful Porpoise saying Lewis needs the limit break. That's a smart one. And Toker88 in the chat. Hey, Toker, good to see you, buddy. 2:06 left to go in the round. And Lewis with the overhand right misses, but lands the left fleetingly. And a kick to the leg shot. Thank you, everybody, for congratulating us. You guys did the work. Oh, a straight left by Gane. Gane got Lewis on his back foot. Gane, Lewis is covering up. Derrick Lewis is covering up. Dan Murgliata might have to step in. Lewis is in trouble. Lewis is not defending himself, and now slows it down and holds Gane in a pseudo Muay Thai, and a big right uppercut from Gane in the shoulder strike. Lewis coming out to play, and Derrick Lewis is down. Derrick Lewis is down. Gane, he's back up at a 9-knee in the back. This one could be over. Ciryl Gane trying to finish it here in the third. Derrick Lewis with 1:20 in this one. Oh, mouthpiece fell out. Gives it back to Lewis.
What a saving grace. That dirty mouthpiece going
right back into Derrick. I think he did it on purpose. Head kick by Ciryl Gane. And Lewis trying to tee off here. It's a minute and 5. We got a firefight here in Houston. Overhand right. Both fighters throwing leather. Lewis checking his eye, and this one's got to be over. He crumpled up. Lewis crumpled up, and Ciryl Gane has finished. He's trying to finish it here, and it is all over. Ciryl Gane has lit the lamp. Vive la France. Je suis le champion de UFC avec Ciryl Gane here tonight in Houston. Crap. But Ciryl Gane... Wow, performance. Derrick Lewis just never got out of the blocks, and he's hurt. There's something that happened.
Yeah, well, he got rocked a couple times. I think in his commentary to the doctor, we're going to find out a bit more about what just happened. I think he got clipped a couple times across the eye with the edge of the glove. I think that happened early. I think he fucked up his leg. The dividends from those kicks paid off. You saw Derrick Lewis trying to put some weight on it and not feeling overly great about it. But we have the folks hearing the people saying angry men. Hot diggity fuck. This was not Les Mis. This was Les Good.
Dude.
Way to go, Ciryl Gane.
I can't tell you how excited I am for Francis Ngannou versus Ciryl Gane now that we've seen this, and there's history there. They both, Cyryl's current coach is Francis's former coach. Francis left after the Stipe Miocic loss or the Derrick Lewis loss, one of those two. So you've got this whole storyline. Everyone seems to be on good terms publicly, but you still have that storyline of Francis couldn't do it with his coach and he left, and now that team has Ciryl as their representative. Both guys representing France to a degree. That's going to be amazing, assuming the UFC and Francis ever get on the same page.
It would be really cool if they could do that in France.
I'm sure they would want to.
The situation the UFC did not want is the situation we have here tonight. And Ciryl Gane, as Gene Autry, Gene Autry said in the chat, Gane is only getting better.
True. And you know what? This was good coaching.
Yeah.
This was game plan.
And let's go through the chat really quick. Thank you, Craig Livingston. Gane is too fast for Francis. That's an interesting one.
Yeah.
With Jay Twiz saying Ngannou's going to thrash that boy. We've got some. Dana is happy because he wants to open the France markets at C4 San Diego. But as Shaq said, there is a significant amount of issues surrounding mixed martial arts in France.
Can you speak to that, Matt? Because
there was a whole licensing thing about what part of the France Sports Commission. I'm just I'm going off of memory.
Yeah.
But Shaq, if you've got a little more info on it, you can speak.
With France, I don't know much beyond the fact that it was illegal for quite a while. They couldn't regulate pro combat sports. They did so. I think it might have been last year. They had a Bellator card there.
It was 2019.
Yeah. They recently had, in the last couple of years, they had a Bellator card headlined by, oh gosh, who's the French guy in Bellator? Czech Congo, of course.
Yes.
Headlined by Czech Congo. It was terrible and boring, as a lot of Czech Congo fights are, unfortunately. But hey, between the African market that they want to get into as the world starts opening back up and the French market, this is like a perfect scenario, I think, for the UFC. And not only did Ciryl Gane win the UFC interim heavyweight title, but we passed our subscriber goal, 131,000. Crushed it. Thank you guys so much to everyone who made that happen.
You guys are the best fans in MMA. It's not a high bar. We appreciate it.
You step over it gracefully.
Thank you for the kind words, William Stalvey. A lot of people saying Toby Dixon, Lewis versus Miocic, Danis versus Gane. Danny Garcia saying French toast is the best. It is.
It is really good.
When Stipe is supposed to come back, we don't know. Gary Bonner on Facebook saying Dana is right about MMA domination of beta males. I'm sorry that you're a sloppy party bottom. Lewis versus Shaq. That's an interesting one.
I think that's the only fight.
Shaquille O'Neal, I did an interview with Derrick Lewis on the Masvidal Diaz card, and I swear he was half asleep during the whole thing. But he helped me get a retweet by Dwayne Johnson, so I'll take it.
Nice.
Shout out to Black.
Stoker88 saying we're mediocre.
Okay, subtle flex.
Yeah.
Fine.
All right, so he got Mania a retweet from Dwayne Johnson. I was just the ward.
And Ngannou doesn't have the all-around skill to mix it up with Gane. Ooh. I feel like Francis Ngannou is reading this chat right now, but
I call bullshit and shenanigans, but I appreciate you.
Play now with some interesting info. Now, a lot of people may not know this, but there's a place in France where the naked ladies dance.
I have heard of this establishment, and I've heard there's a hole in the wall where the boys can see it all.
Yes, that is true. But let's get some final thoughts as Ciryl Gane celebrating with the interim UFC Heavyweight Championship.
And challenging Jake Paul. No, I'm fucking.
I would love it. But let's take a look at the chat really quick. Lionel Sneed, I felt Lewis was going to lose. He was talking too much trash, and it felt like one of those when trash talking goes wrong commentator. Mormon Freeman saying, I'm the best UFC commentator. Well, thank you. Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I tried. Danny Garcia saying Ciryl Gane versus family. That's a dank meme, bro. Gane Lewis 2. That fight ain't happening now. Ryan Corey, peace out, fellas. I'm gone. We're about to be gone. But Steph, your final thoughts. Hey! Shaq, your final thoughts.
Hey, obviously he had amateur and Muay Thai experience, but I think what Ciryl Gane has done in 10 pro MMA fights is just ridiculous.
What's the story?
Yeah, Francis Ngannou, that fight will be awesome. I'm confident about it. They'll actually, I think they'll actually exchange. And yeah, Derrick Lewis gave it his best shot. He's a great ambassador for the sport and for his Houston, Texas area, but just wasn't his day. Got outclassed there.
It wasn't the result we all wanted, but much props to Ciryl Gane.
Yeah.
A big moment for him and proving himself on the biggest stage in his opponent's hometown. There was a lot of questions I had about whether or not Gane can do it in a situation like this, but proving this is the truth that he belongs in the elite conversation of the UFC heavyweight division.
Truly, and what's really interesting, Matt, is I had a friend of mine ask me earlier today, oh, do you like the lighter fighters? Do you enjoy them? And I'm like, yeah, they tend to mix it up. There tends to be a bit more techniques that get displayed. Ciryl Gane displaying such high-level MMA technique
at the heavyweight level in a way that we don't often see. The heavyweights are becoming so evolved and so proficient in various types of mixed martial arts. And we saw it really on display here tonight. And I'm just going to, listen, if we ever make merch, I'm just going to have a fucking shirt that says leg kicks. They work. This is a thing that I keep harping on, but hot damn, did that work out for Ciryl Gane?
It certainly did. But folks, we're wrapping up here tonight. But I want to first and foremost thank our sponsors at Enhanced. Click the link in the description and get yourself a lovely, like whether it's the balm, the isolates, or even gummies. Enhanced has some great CBD that not only tastes great, it is great for you. Click the link in the description. Use the code COMBAT for 10% off.
You know who likes Enhanced?
Who's that?
That guy and that guy.
That's right. And point that arrow right back at you at home. Be sure to follow our friends at Enhanced. Go to enhanced.com, or you can just click the link in the description. Either way, or in the chat right now on the Combat Culture chat, be sure to subscribe and follow us all across social media. I'm at M. Ryan Consulting. That's Brendan Sokler. You can follow him at Brendan Sokler. You can follow Steph on Twitter at Steph Sotilli. You can follow Shaq on Twitter at Shaq_Fu. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Be sure to click the link in the description to follow our friends at Enhanced and use that 10% off code, because it also helps us out here over at the ranch. Keep the lights on. We bought fancy light bulbs, and also to keep Olive, the fat baby, swimming in steak. For all of us here at Combat Culture, until the Jake Paul fight, so long from the Garden State.